Gerardo.
Yo, what's going on? Happy fucking Friday. It's BYOB. This is Miami Fan Talk, and welcome everybody. Yo, I just lost Mr. Gordito. Oh, and I got him back. I don't know what the fuck StreamYard thought living no. But yo, man, hey, I hope y'all had a great fucking week this week. There's a lot going on in the NFL right now. This is NFL Recap Friday with free agency, a lot of trade rumors going around. First and foremost, welcome to Miami Fan Talk. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell for your opportunity to win one of these jerseys right behind me. And once I reach 200 subscribers, I will be giving away this Nick Needham jersey for free. All you have to do to enter the raffle is just subscribe, and you'll have your chance to win this awesome Nick Needham JSA certified jersey. And I have a whole line of jerseys lined up for y'all to give away. I have Xavier Howard, Mark Andrews. I got a Rodgers jersey from the Miami Marlins because we are starting up our baseball show very shortly. In the next couple of days or weeks, we should have this baseball show up and running. So there's a lot going on in Miami Fan Talk Network. Gordito, what's going on, man? I just want to welcome Gordito. What's going on, Bubble?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, what's good, man? I hope you had an awesome week. Hope the fam's good. My niece,
yes,
Amicus, bro. Yo, I'm gonna drop the link for you, Amicus. I gotta get your number, bro. Because I definitely want you a part of the show today if you're willing. Let me go ahead and drop this link because Turbo wants you a part of this show today. Once he shows up, Turbo a little late to the party. As always, because motherfucker always late. But anyways, I dropped the link in the comment section. Amicus, when you can, if you want to, brother, come on up. Yeah, man. So there's a lot going on, bro. A lot going on in the NFL. Obviously, you know, the big news of the week was, or last week, was that, you know, the Dolphins traded for Jalen Ramsey. For us Dolphins fans, we also brought in Freeney, the guard / center from the Jets. You know, we had a couple of great key pieces. We just brought in a punter. I can't look it up right now because my phone is actually in front of me. But Gordito, if you help me out with that,
Bailey.
There you go. Yeah, man, I don't have my phone with me, so I'm kind of writing off about of memory that I had for the week. Other than that, you know, obviously, I think the biggest news of the week. On Wednesday was Aaron Rodgers news on the Pat McAfee show, where he, you know, came out publicly and said his intentions was to play for the New York Jets this upcoming season. I'm going to go ahead and welcome my boy, Mr. Amicus. Once it goes up, did it go up? I don't know. This shit's running
Doing tonight.
super fucking slow today. Bro, I can't wait to move the fuck out. What's going on, Amicus, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing great. How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. It's Friday. It's St. Patty's Day.
It's the
Friday.
weekend.
It's the weekend. It's St. Patty's Day.
Where's the shots?
I'm not Batman, bro. I don't get drunk on camera.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's usually when bad things happen.
Yeah.
Cameras and alcohol don't mix.
Yeah, I think Gesicki was drinking last night. I think that's why he signed with the Pats.
Oh, bro, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt.
I'll forgive him, though. I'll forgive him.
But you know what, dude? Like, this is how I look at it, right? So you have some fans that are a little upset. So one, this is a business, right? So Gesicki obviously signed with the New England Patriots, 1 year, $9 million deal. And kudos to him, and I'm happy for him. I know it's a 1 year prove-it deal, and that's why it was signed a 1 year, $9 million. It is a prove-it deal, but he is a more than capable tight end, dual threat in the sense of you can put him at the slot, you can put him anywhere on the field, minus blocking, anything but blocking. But he does create mismatch nightmares in some occasions, especially in the red zone, if you use him in the red zone. So, obviously the Patriots have a good tight end there to pair with Hunter Henry. But, I know some Dolphins fans might feel a little salty with this move, but honestly, you shouldn't. And if you really think about it, we all love JT, but JT left us for the Jets, and Zach moved on to Dallas. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if Gesicki, if that's where, obviously Miami didn't have him in the future in the plans, then we should just might as well, wish him well, bro. Wish him well, man. Let that man.
I definitely agree with you there, 100%. But I honestly think, yeah, you know what? JT left and Zach Thomas left, and that's fine because they're worth money. But for someone that incorporated himself, maybe not last year, maybe not year before, but has shown that he's an all-time down-pat player, granted his block is not on point, we should have given him that 1 year, $9 million contract. You get what I'm saying? He left for nothing. And we tried Gesicki because we could have extended his contract last year. And granted, it's a business. We all know this. It's correct. Now, I think Gesicki is going to be the next Gronkowski in fucking New England, and that is a new threat because he's going to get his contract with New England.
You see, that's my problem, right? I don't know about you, Amicus, but that's my issue. I don't like to compare Gesicki to other tight ends, and I'm going to tell you why. You just made a statement, right? You just said that Gesicki will be the next Gronk in New England.
In New England, correct.
The problem with Gesicki, and it has been the issue with Gesicki, is that he can't block. And what was Gronk known for? For blocking. But what is Kittle known for? Blocking.
Correct.
What is Kelsey known for? Blocking.
Okay,
so I'm not going to sit here and
got better hands. Who got better hands? Gronk, Kittle, or Gesicki?
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Say it again.
Who has better hands at this point? If you were to put Gronk, Gesicki, and Kittle right next to each other, who you think has better hands?
In their prime, Gronkowski, easily.
Well, no. Well, Gronkowski on those short passes because we know he can't run. But at the end of the day, you can bring Gesicki.
Don't get me wrong. And again, this is why I don't like to compare it because look, Gronk was a short intermediate guy, mid-range guy. Gesicki you can use him in different areas of the field, and you can definitely use Kittle in the deep pass game and over the middle in the seam. So, you can't really compare him to other tight ends. What's going on, Canes? But that's why I don't like to compare him too much when it comes to other tight ends. I think that he is a dual threat. In the sense of how you could use him in the passing game, but yes, I do agree with some people that he is a liability in the blocking game, and that's fine.
But see, Gordito thinks that he's going to have a great career because I'm assuming you don't believe the Dolphins used him the right way. But the fact of the matter is he still has Mac 10, Mac Jones throwing him the ball. He's not going to do anything special over there.
But listen, but I'm going to tell you this: the same way that Tua and Fitzpatrick relied on Gesicki, well, Tua's first year and Fitzpatrick's ending year. I'm telling you that I don't think the Patriots are going to incorporate him in as a tight end. I think they're going to use him as a slot, but on that line. But then again, the Patriots have an O-line to block for Mac Jones while Miami didn't have shit, and Gesicki was still making the progress when catching those balls, hurdling over people. So at the end of the day, I think realistically, Gesicki's going to have time to really develop his route and not be in pressure to get the ball thrown to him.
I think if Gesicki would have been dealt to the Bills, now we're talking like his full potential.
That's a full team.
Yeah.
But he's again, and that's why I don't like to compare because, okay, he would have went to Buffalo. The Buffalo would have just used him in the pass game. They were not going to use him in the plot and the run game, in their run game coordination or their
exactly.
Their run game. So again, they're going to utilize him for what he is good at. Yes, I do agree with Gordito in that aspect that New England will definitely use him and to what he is talented at, right? And we're going to see kind of what, he were normally used to, in my opinion, where he's probably going to average 50 to 60 receptions on the season at about anywhere from 500 to 700 yard passing. That is fair for a talent like Gesicki that he did that with a guy named Ryan Tannehill here in Miami, and he also did that in 2020. So you can definitely say that he can go back to that because this last season was a one-off with production.
Well, you think that production? Sorry, Big Phil. You think that production is going to happen at a place where they don't even have an offensive coordinator?
What is the Patriots known for?
Defense.
What is Bill Belichick known for?
Defense.
What has Bill Belichick, other than the quarterback, has had in his roster majority of his career?
Okay, you're saying tight end.
And that's why I think that he will exploit Gesicki's talents.
Well,
that's a fair take.
But New England has always relied on their tight ends.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's
year,
why
Miami I'm saying he's going to result back to that.
Correct. Huh? Last year, Miami really didn't incorporate tight ends into their scheme. If you guys
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like Miami just completely forgot. Oh wait, I have because he was a Pro Bowl capable tight end.
Yeah.
Kelsey came out and even said he's one of the most entertaining tight ends to watch in today's game. That was Kelsey, arguably the best tight end in the league, came out and said that about Mike Gesicki during their tight end camp. So you got to think about all these things. So why is it that all these people see that, but yet the Dolphins couldn't go and exploit his talent or utilize his talent and maximize that talent in this offense?
Well, in reality, it's really kind of hard to flex out and give everyone that chance when you're dealing with Tyreek Hill, you're dealing with Jalen Waddle.
Not necessarily, because those receptions that you gave to players like Craycraft, the Wilsons of the world, those guys that we were giving those receptions to, you could have, or even in the red zone, they could have targeted Gesicki more in the red zone.
But it's impossible.
A mismatch.
But it's impossible only because Gesicki is not a blocker. And if you realize, and
you don't need to put him there. But listen, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No,
you can run. Hold up. You can run a three wide receiver set and put Gesicki on the outside and create a mismatch and still have a tight end like Smite to block on the inside. Because you can put that you can do a single back 3 wide receiver set with a tight end, with 2 tight ends, and he just kicked one tight end to the outside. So that spot where Wilson would have been at, or Craig Kraft, or what was the other chamaco, number 14? The other wide receiver we had that he left?
Who? Sherfield?
Sherfield, that slot where he was at on the outside, you could have put Gesicki there.
Yeah, but
So
listen.
don't tell me that.
Do you know that last year Gesicki only received 17% of snap counts, and Smythe received 70%?
Right, but again, because they're using him only at tight end instead of using him and plugging him in at different points of the field.
Correct.
That was the issue.
I understand that. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that, and here's what everyone is agreeing to disagree as of right now.
Right.
When Mike McDaniels was with San Fran, Kittle was incorporated into that offense very heavily. But then again, San Fran didn't have the receivers that Miami has. Don't get me wrong, they had receivers, but I'm just saying big names at that time. I think at that time who they had I think it was Debo's first year into the league. That when McDaniels left, or second year into the league. At the end of the day, where I'm coming across is the fact that Gesicki has not really been seeing any plays for the last 2 seasons.
Right.
Before ending of Flores and start of McDaniels. And that's something last year, if you guys look back into like week 8 or 9, McDaniels came out in press conference. He goes, yeah, me and Gesicki had a conversation, and we're going to try to incorporate him more into the office because Gesicki was running his mouth, saying, hey, I'm not getting anything. Well, Gesicki knows that at the end of the day, he was not going to get what he wanted. Even though he wanted to impress to make this money, he only received a one year, $9 million contract. And I believe out of $9 million, only $4 million is guaranteed or $5 million is guaranteed. So this is Gesicki's really his year to show or blow up. And if he doesn't do that, he's just gonna be like another Dion Sims going down the drain. You know what I mean? But I think that wherever Gesicki goes, even if it's after the Patriots, I think he's gonna ball out. I think my perspective, I think he should lose weight and just become a receiver because he has the height and he has phenomenal hands. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Patriots are an interesting team, Gordito, because do you get the Juju Schuster of old, of the Pittsburgh Steelers days, right?
Correct.
Do you get the Gesicki that you really think he can be? And does that all come together with a Mac Jones that's trying to prove something? Because last year was a disaster, right? Is he really going to be the guy in New England? So I mean, it's like a coin flip. You know, it's really hard to gauge where this team is going to be.
I honestly think the AFC East is going to be the most competitive conference as of right now this year. To be really hands down, that's if Aaron Rodgers signs with the Jets. It's hands down. It's going to be a crazy conference,
and that's something. There we go. Now the camera's better because I was like, "Yo, this shit going up was driving me nuts." But yeah, and that's where I kind of want to get with because a lot of people are assuming that Aaron will be a New York Jet. And I understand that, but at the same time, if you listen to what he said on the Pat McAfee show, what he said was, my intention was to play for the Jets. My intention is to play for the Jets. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about what compensation the Green Bay Packers are requesting to bring in Aaron Rodgers, right? So I reached out to a couple of sources, and I know like 2 beat writers for the Green Bay Packers that one, if you haven't yet, definitely look this YouTube podcast up. It's called This Just In, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, This Just In. Definitely look them up. But I asked him, I was like, yo, so let me ask you, have you heard anything when it comes to the compensation and what they are requesting from the New York Jets and what the Green Bay Packers are kind of like in the ballpark looking for is a similar deal that the Los Angeles Rams did for
Ramsey.
Yeah,
Stafford.
for Stafford. For Stafford.
Oh yeah,
So
Stafford.
I don't see that type of deal happening with the New York Jets. Now they could include like a third round or a second round pick with a guy like Elijah Moore, since they lost Lazard and they lost um, I think Cobb. Cobb is also, if I'm not mistaken, Cobb signed there or he held off. I'm not sure yet. And I'm assuming he's holding off because they haven't announced the trade. So, and the same thing with Mercedes Lewis. If I'm not mistaken, they're both waiting to see what or how Rodgers gets dealt. So I can
Well,
see a
Big Philly.
deal. Say it again.
It's been reported that the Packers want at least a first and other compensation, right? So here's the thing, man. After
That's a
what Aaron
player.
Rodgers said on the McAfee show, I guarantee you the Packers are sitting back right now. They're like, fuck you, bro. We'll let this linger out. You think we're going to set you up and everything and have your little wish list go over there and just everything fall into place perfectly? No, 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 no. After slandering us like that, you're going to sit and you're going to fucking wait.
And that's exactly what I feel that they're doing. Because if you listen to what he was saying with Brandon Marshall, he even said it. They have a time limit. He has a time frame that he's thinking about. So if Green Bay really wants to, they could say, "I'm not trading you. They're not giving me the compensation I want. I'm not trading you." So now what? Does he sit? Does he play? Because if I'm Green Bay and I'm not getting the leverage or the compensation that I'm required, like what that I'm requesting, which would be, in my opinion, a fair compensation for him right now in this current situation, is a second round pick and a player. And the player that I have in mind was a disgruntled player as of last season, and that was Elijah Moore. I think Elijah Moore in that system would definitely help Jordan Love transition into becoming the new starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. That's just my opinion, right? Because you can pair him up with their young wide receiver that they drafted last season. You can pair him up, and you got a solid, reliable wide receiver there, like a little
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson, right? So you would have that option, right? That's a deal that I would take if I'm Green Bay. Second round pick, so I could still and if I'm not mistaken, they do have an early first round pick. I can, if I really want to target a quarterback, I can move up and grab a quarterback. If I'm not confident in Wilson, obviously they lost Mike White, which honestly won't even matter because I'm only thinking after Aaron leaves, because I only see Aaron in New York for about a year or 2 years before either he retires or he moves on. Kind of similar to what Favre did, right?
So my
Favre went to New
question is,
York, played a couple of years there, and then moved on to Minnesota.
do you
What's
think,
going on, State Canes, MCJB? I see all y'all in the chat. Hey, man, if y'all haven't, hit that like. Make sure, again, guys, make sure you hit that like button, smash that shit. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm giving away some beautiful jerseys right behind me. That Nick Needham's going first. As soon as I hit 200 subscribers, I'm giving away that Nick Needham. There's no donations required, no raffle required. You go ahead and you hit that sub, and you're already automatically in for the drawing. And then I got the Mark Andrews, I think he's at 500 subscribers. And then the Xavier Howard right above me is about 800 subscribers. And then I'm trying to get my hands on a Ramsey jersey once they start coming out with the Dolphins jerseys autographed with Ramsey. I would like to get one of those to give away. So definitely, bro, if y'all want to, man, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and make sure y'all promote the channel, right? Big Philly, I'm trying to build something new. Boy,
you can do the Ramsey jersey on 1K.
Yeah, I do. Somebody actually, Gordito was the one that told me to do this, but I'm not gonna do that. This is my baby. That's my Jalen Waddle autograph.
Give it away, bro. Give it away. Give it away.
No, I ain't giving that one away.
Hey, but real quick about the Packers. I'm going to tell you right now that the Green Bay Packers are not letting go of Rodgers for a second. It's going to be at least a first because worst case scenario, they just bring him back. Bring him back to purgatory after all the shit talking. You got Aaron Rodgers in a Green Bay Packers uniform. But the Jets are going to be desperate. See, they've gone all in. They have no choice but to submit to the demands of the Packers eventually. They have to. They have to. So
I honestly think that they're gonna ask Zach Wilson for shits and giggles. I'm not even gonna lie. I honestly think that's gonna be part of the trade, and they'll probably trade him for some receivers. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, to give up Aaron Rodgers, that's a pretty big deal. You know what I mean? And granted, I honestly don't think he's gonna end up with the Jets.
Bro, you should have seen their fan base the past 48 hours, man. All the Jets podcasts, they're going fucking crazy.
Bro, they think that
they can't back out now. They can't back out.
They think that they won the Super Bowl, and that's the thing. Like, look, bro, I respect Aaron Rodgers. I respect the Jets and their Jets fans, but I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers now. If you would have told me 5 years ago, I'll be sweating. I ain't sweating now. Not with the I know, and again, I understand Buffalo took a little step back on defense, but my defense just got a shit ton better. So I ain't worried about it as a Dolphins fan. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not sweating that shit one bit. I'm not.
We took a minor step back. I mean, we lost Edmonds. But we'll fill that gap, that little hole in the draft.
And again, we did a lot of mock drafts. I think now you probably do draft a linebacker a little bit more earlier than we anticipated.
Yeah,
Amicus. But I do think because again, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of capable linebackers out there that are available that you guys can definitely target as you could go after guys like Bobby Wagner, who obviously there's a connection there with Von Miller. You could go that route. You can go Floyd. You have some linebackers that you could still. I thought that Dalvin Bush was a perfect fit for you guys, but he ended up in Seattle and dirt cheap, by the way. I might add. I definitely would have took advantage of that if I was Miami, but to add more depth. And definitely, I know there was some. I think Pete's takes came out today and dropped a little nugget from a source with Miami that Miami is expected to release Jerome Baker. I don't really think,
bro. No,
I don't think that's going to happen. But I mean, Pete's reporting it. That's on Pete. Bro. I don't see that happening, especially with the way free agency went, unless they plan on bringing in a guy like Bobby Wagner. But at the same time, bro, you're swapping young talent for old talent. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
I don't really agree with that. I think that if they really wanted to bring in Wagner, they would have brought him in over Long. But they obviously chose Long, and I think that they're going to ride out with what they have currently on the roster at the linebacker position specifically.
It's a big surprise for me and Landon Roberts over there to Pittsburgh. I thought that they were building that linebacking core around Devin Bush as well. To bring in that veteran.
Yeah, but the problem with Bush was that he wanted too much money, and he hasn't produced because he's been hurt. He's gonna go to Seattle and he's gonna ball in Seattle. I'm telling you guys right now, he will ball in Seattle.
He would have came to Miami.
If Seattle does anything right, it's that they produce linebackers.
No, I totally agree.
Pete Carroll produces linebackers, guys. That's what he does. So I do expect him to take a drastic step forward, and I'm gonna be like, I fucking told you so. This is literally what I'm gonna fucking say. I fucking told you so. So, and obviously, like Gordito said on Landon Roberts, I know Von Joe is probably ecstatic, but yes, he moved on and went to and signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers, relatively cheap. So that also happened, and then obviously with the Jasicki signing, Mosted, our punter, signed with the New York Jets today or yesterday, I'm not sure. So that happened as well, and it's going to be some fun stuff now in the next couple of days because we are waiting some other. We want to kind of see what we do at the offensive line. I know we brought in Feeney. I want to see if they bring in anybody else at the tackle position. Obviously, you had the young left tackle out of Cincinnati who requested a trade today after Cincinnati went after Orlando Brown and signed them. So there's a new tackle on the market that you could possibly trade for. Huh?
We still have Eric Fisher, right?
No, he's a free. No, I think he's a free agent. I don't think we re-signed him yet.
I think he signed a 2-year contract with us. Double check that because I'm pretty sure he's still in our active roster.
So but he's depth. He's a depth piece. He's there to back up Armstead. That's what he's there for. He's only there to back up Armstead. So, but anyways, kind of back to that Aaron Rodgers. Hold on, I'm switching my background to put it to what I wanted to do.
Well, I have a quick question for you, Big Philly.
Yeah, what's up? Doesn't show it. What's
So
up?
we just released Isaiah McKenzie to save $2 million in cap space.
Right.
Now I know McDaniel is he's the offensive guru, right?
Right.
And he does a lot of movements on the line.
Right.
I could see y'all incorporating Isaiah McKenzie as a gadget guy and really causing some havoc. What do you think about that?
Well, so Omar Kelly came out today and tweeted that he's been wanting to see Isaiah McKenzie in a Dolphins uniform for 2 years now, and I respect that from Omar Kelly. But the thing with Isaiah McKenzie is, where is he going to fit? You just brought in Braxton Berrios. You have Tyreek and Waddle. I think this roster currently right now is filled with small guys, fast speed guys. I would like to, if let's say we didn't bring in Braxton Berrios, I would have loved to send McKenzie here. Especially, I would like to see what he does in that punt and kick return. But I don't see him now. I don't know. Like, my opinion is that I would want a big guy compared to a smaller dude. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Barrow's a special team, though. And you know what?
He's a receiver, though.
Yeah, understood. But he's not going to be incorporated in the receiving corps too much. Don't get me wrong. But I think that was probably the best move Miami did, was by bringing him in as our special team punt returner and kick returner. Because putting Holland back there was a big threat of him getting hurt. And at the end of the day, Mostert was our kick returner.
It's true.
So I think that was a phenomenal move by Miami. We signed him cheap. We didn't take a big hit on the cap.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree. What I'm saying is that if we were going to go after Isaiah McKenzie, then I would have felt more comfortable going after him if we didn't have Berrios, because then he would have taken Berrios' role, is what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying now I would prefer a big guy, a big wide receiver over another little guy. So if we were going to bring somebody else in, I'd rather re-sign a guy like Sherfield, where he's a taller talent that we can use in the pass game. Because if you think about it, the only tall receiver we have now is Eazy and Cedric Wilson. Those are the only two tall wide receivers we have left on this roster, if I'm not mistaken. Because then you have them two, you have Waddle, you have Tyreek, and you have Berrios. And Berrios is another small guy. And those are your 5 wide receivers, unless they're going to run 6. So it just depends on how they decide to do it. You can't go and limit yourself to smaller guys, because you're gonna have situations where you're gonna need bigger bodies in the game.
Exactly. That's why we released him, because we signed Deontay Hardy from the Saints, and he's only 5'6", 5'7". So I mean, there's just no room on the roster for McKenzie at this point.
Right. That's fair. I'm gonna welcome Todd to the panel. If this thing lets me do it. I don't know if it will. There we go. What's going on, Todd? Happy Friday.
What's going
Happy
on,
St.
everyone?
Patrick's Day. Man,
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Man, I love this background. This background gangsta. This background on this thing.
Attention all drivers. All credit
Gotta do it. But yeah, man. Todd, so the question around the room right now is I know Amicus brought up Isaiah McKenzie, but the one I led with was what do you think what type of compensation Green Bay is asking for to bring in Aaron Rodgers?
I'm thinking they're looking at multiple firsts, I think, for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
First off, Aaron Rodgers completely disrespected them live on TV. So why is he going to make life any easier? Or why are they going to do that?
Absolutely.
Number two, who holds all the cards is Green Bay because the Jets are completely screwed without Rodgers.
Yep.
Now we're losing Mike White yet.
Huh?
Actually, I don't think they are.
Where would they turn?
Baltimore.
Okay. So you're gonna have to give up 2 first rounders anyways and pay a guaranteed contract. Hold up.
Go ahead.
And they're gonna have to pay a guaranteed contract where they might end up having to get rid of some of their players.
Right. So here's the thing.
Mind you, they just bent backwards and brought in Lazard for $44 million.
What's going on, Bash? Hey man, the link's there if you want to come on up. So here's the thing with that, Todd, right? So if Green Bay is asking for multiple first round picks, so 2 or more, right? If they're asking for 2 or more first round picks, okay, that's what the compensation is for Lamar Jackson. And yes, I do agree. You would have to pay Lamar probably like a 4-year or 4-year, $180 million or $200 million guaranteed contract, because obviously we already know that Baltimore offered him a 3-year, $133 million fully guaranteed, right?
Right.
No, you would have to offer him more because what he wants is that $50 million range. Like that $45 million range, but fully guaranteed, similar to what Deshaun Watson got. Right.
Do you know what? Yeah, but here's the thing.
Right.
Right now, they're looking at paying Rodgers for these next 2 years before their rookies of the year have to get paid, before some of the young players they brought in. If they have to bring that money in over that long period of a time, it's going to screw them with the salary cap right off the bat. And hey, who's to say Green Bay's not going to say we want one of your damn rookies in the deal? Just because we can.
That's why I said if you're going to give up a player, a comment that I made earlier was if you're going to give up somebody, then I would give up a 2nd round pick, not multiple firsts. A 2nd round pick, and I would give up Elijah Moore at wide receiver.
No. They're not going to want Elijah Moore.
So who they're going to want? Wilson?
No.
And I don't mean Zach Wilson. I mean Garrett Wilson. If I'm not mistaken, that's wide receiver, right?
Yeah, they're probably going to want that.
Yeah, they ain't getting that.
They can't
I understand that, but they're going to play. They are going to play games. They're going to play games all the way up till they can't play them no more. Because Aaron Rodgers just embarrassed the entire franchise on national TV where everybody was tuned in.
Todd, this was my exact take like 10 minutes ago before you came on. I mean, you were regurgitating literally word for word verbatim what I said.
Embarrassment to one of the oldest franchises, the team that won the first Super Bowl ever. That is an embarrassment.
I don't see it as an embarrassment. I see it as he probably is so fed up because he's had issues in the past with the front office.
He hates
and I really wish I had Will up here, but he's had issues with that front office publicly for the past 5 years?
Oh yeah, bro. 2 years ago, he said that he said that Kunz almost made him fucking retire.
Exactly. So
And
that's more like a nail in the coffin. Now he put it to a point where Kunz can't fall back on it now.
yeah, but you want to know something?
Wow.
What would be better for Green Bay if he retired or a trade?
Well,
How
if you
much of
trade
a, how
him,
much of a dead
so
how much
if
of a
you-
dead cap?
So here's the thing: if you trade him, you're going to get compensation for it, right? So
Right.
yes, you might have some dead cap, but at the same time, you're going to receive compensation. Now, compared to where he retires, where you don't have compensation for him, and it's just gone.
Can you force him to retire if you're Green Bay if you're that pissed off?
No, all you can
Because
do is sit.
remember he said
All
going
you
in,
can do is all
yeah,
you
but
can do is sit.
remember he said going into that dark period he was 90% retired, 10% coming back to play.
Well, those shrooms did a wonderful job to flip it.
Ayahuasca.
I think
It's,
I
you
think
know,
he didn't
that
know
and
when
it's
to.
you know, dark training, fucking Mr. Damn Goku and Vegeta going in the hyperbolic chamber and turning the lights out and shit. But come on, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
I heard he
I
couldn't
think
hack
he's
it,
gonna
man.
put it in his mouth, and it's going to come back and haunt. It's going to come back and bite the Jets.
If it does, now they're forced to rely on Zach Wilson, unless they give up the 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but see, you got to remember, it's not guaranteed. You have to really drop the bag because the Baltimore put it so they can match the price.
Exactly. Yeah.
But think about it. Think about this. What is Aaron Rodgers' salary for this season?
50 mil.
$50 million. So, and he has 1 year left on his contract.
2.
Right? 2 years. So you pay him $100 million on a 2-year deal.
Pretty much.
So think about it.
By his,
If
you can
you
restructure.
Listen, hold on. If you offer Lamar 150 on a 3-year fully guaranteed, he'll take that offer. You're already going to pay.
Okay,
Aaron
so
Rodgers $50
let me
million.
ask you this. If it's only 150 million, what happens if Baltimore matches it?
Then that's fine. Then he matches it, and then at that
No,
point,
that's what I'm.
No, but here's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Is what happens to the Jets then?
Yeah,
Then
because you have to understand when they make that offer, they got to wait for Baltimore to match. They got 7 days, so they're
Right. And
they're
Baltimore can sit and wait till the
handcuffing
7th
their free
day.
agency on that money on the books.
Yes. And Baltimore can sit and wait until the 7th day.
and that's fine. But I don't think that Baltimore will pay him the $50 million a year. I don't think. If they're not willing to do it now, they're not going to do it then.
I agree with that.
They're
I think
gambling.
that
They're gambling that they're not going to match. That nobody's going to offer them more than what he's offering.
I don't know. I just think it puts the Jets in it. And I tell you what, if they come away with neither one of them, that ownership group, that GM, that's actually a fireable offense.
Listen, to put it in perspective, okay? Right now, the Baltimore Ravens are sitting at a poker table. And across from them in the poker table, you got the New York Jets, right? They had the Miami Dolphins. They had the Washington Commanders, and they had what was the other team that was involved in it? There was one more team.
Oh, the
Carolina.
Colts. The Colts. Hold up, the Colts are involved right now.
Okay, so you have the Colts, you have Carolina, you have the Dolphins.
Carolina's out. Carolina's out since they made the trade with the Bears.
Hold on, listen. This is before all that. So there's 6 teams, and you're at the poker table. You're the Ravens. Okay, Lamar is the dealer. He's dealing the cards. I want fully guaranteed. He's dealing, right? The Ravens are like, this is what I got. They show their hand. 3 years, 133 million. Can anybody on this table beat that? And they're letting the dealer watch that nobody else can beat that offer.
And on a personal note, I think I'm going to go jump in front of a bus because I just had the same answer as a Buffalo Bills fan.
There you go.
Yeah,
And
but hey, Big Philly, here's something you might not be considering. What if the Ravens knew before they made that offer that they were planning on using the oh my god
transition tag.
the transitional tag, and they're playing chess, right? So they're like, we know we're going to use this tag already. We know he's going to not accept the offer. Now you don't really know what Baltimore would be willing to match.
Here's the deal. I think Baltimore
So
is.
wait,
I think Baltimore will match just about anything. They're making the other teams do their work for them.
So you must check.
well, I think that's part of it, but I think also, I don't think they're gonna go out and give him anything he wants, regardless of what somebody else tries to get him, because Baltimore's willing to say, you know what, okay, you got to pay him the bag, so you pay him the bag, and you have to give us 2 first-round picks, bro. I don't think they give a flying fuck, because if they get rid of Lamar, they have 2 first-round picks.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna fork up $50 million a year.
Lamar
I
to
just don't.
Miami.
And that's what I'm saying, like, so, and that's what I mean by, is somebody gonna call the Ravens bluff? And I don't think that there's gonna be a team on that table that's gonna call his bluff.
The Jets will.
I don't think that they will. And unless Aaron Rodgers deals falls through.
Which I think
And
it is.
then
I think it is.
I think it will too. But at that point, they're going to be like a dog with his tail between his legs and just trying to panic and scramble because there's nobody left. There's really who's left in free agency right now at quarterback? Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy
Shitwater.
Bridgewater?
That's
I
the
don't
good
see
one.
that happening.
I mean, Teddy's better than every fucking quarterback the Jets have anyway, even as shitty as he is.
Then the problem is that they don't have nobody. Gardner Minshew maybe would have been the best option for them there at the number 2 spot, but he just got picked up by the Colts.
If the fucking New York Jets end up starting Zach Wilson on week
That's
1,
what's gonna-
we
that's what's
have to throw a fucking AFC East party.
Oh
That's what's
my
gonna end
God,
up
I will die laughing. I will be done.
If this trade falls through, that's what will happen. And they're going to be on the hook for Alan Lazard at $40 million for 4 years.
I just think it's crazy because the last thing I heard was that the Packers and the Jets essentially, they agreed that they were going to trade him. They're just working on the amount of compensation, correct?
Right.
And then he opened his mouth. So they said, "Look, why are we going to do any favors and send you to a team where you're going to have a real good season? Why don't we just start taking away from that because we can?"
Yeah, and CT, and now the new reports are that the Packers want at least a first and other additional compensation.
But he said the other day on Pat McAfee that he said, I'm not in those discussions, but what I've been told by my agent was they were looking for a 2nd-round pick. So
Not no more.
Magically, go, oh, well, fuck it, I want a first
No,
now.
now they want, from what I read last, they wanted a pick for starts at a first, but now they want compensation if he plays a second or maybe a third year. They want to add on to this plus more.
Yo, do you
So
guys
essentially they're saying, if he ends up playing kind of like a conditional pick where if he plays an additional 2nd season, you give me another pick. If he plays a 3rd season, you give me a 3rd pick.
Plus they want other stuff. Plus they want players.
Yeah, well, I don't know, bro. I think if that's the case, bro, we heard this a week ago that they came to, they agreed that
Uh-huh.
they
And then
were
Aaron Rodgers decided to,
shit. Yeah, I don't know, man.
No,
and
Todd's
then Aaron,
100% right. Everything changed after he opened his mouth, and the Packers, they're going to play hardball now.
they could wait up till training camp and say, okay, we'll make the trade now.
Then at that point, and again, he came out also and said there's a time limit. Aaron Rodgers said that.
He
So
can't,
Aaron Rodgers,
but here's the problem. He can't put a time limit on it because of the fact it's not, the
Yeah, he
decision's
can.
not his anymore.
yeah, he can. You want to know why?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he has a no trade clause.
even still, he
I
already
think
said
he
he
has a
wants
no
to play
trade
for.
clause.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he still wants to play for New York. He can't put a time
Right.
limit when the Packers say, "Okay,
Right.
we'll
But what
trade
I'm
him."
saying is that he can go and say, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna sit, and you can't trade me because I got a no trade clause.
Wait, you're gonna sit?
Yeah, because then he's not going to
Rodgers.
get paid, though. He's not
He
going to
don't
get
give a
paid
fuck.
then.
Yo, you think Aaron Rodgers cares about money?
That's
Hell
the
yeah, he
thing.
does. Why
Yo.
the fuck do you think he doesn't give a team-friendly deal like Tom Brady? Because he wants his money.
He wants his money, but he has his endorsements. If he really wants to be spiteful, he can say, fuck you. I know I'm going to lose money, but I can care less because I'm
And you
already
know what?
fucking rich.
But do you
Well,
know
they
what's the
would
funny
still
part about
they
it
would
is?
still have to take his contract
Who,
into the salary.
who does that benefit the most? Who does that benefit the most if he says, "I'm going to sit"?
The Packers.
The New York Jets.
No, the Packers.
No.
Because think about this. They get money back from him from all his
That's
guaranteed
fine.
money from the beginning of
but
the
it's gonna
contract.
come-
That's
yeah, but I'm
not
going to tell
true.
you
But
why.
that's not true, Todd. No, that's not, because if he's due guaranteed money, if he's on the team, even if he's sitting on the bench and not playing, bro, it's the same thing with Deshaun Watson. Is
All
Deshaun
you have
Watson's
to
money counted
listen.
against the cap?
No. It's a big difference. There's a huge difference. Deshaun Watson was sat and put on the pretty much exempt if he came onto the field. The difference is they can say conduct detrimental to the team the same way what's his name did when he went to the Raiders. What's the receiver's name?
Devontae Adams? Or,
No, the crazy.
Antonio
When-
Brown.
Yeah, when Antonio Brown went to the Raiders and acted a fool, it could detrimental to the team. He didn't get paid a penny of the contract he signed. He had to pay money back.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able, just because they came out and he said, okay, you
If
didn't
he
want to
says I
trade me.
refuse-
I'm
If he
going to
says I
sit.
refuse,
They
Yeah,
can't
that's
call
still
that conduct.
yes, they can.
detrimental.
Yes,
He
they
has
can. They're
fucking
paying him, and he's
rights.
not doing his job if they ask him to do his job. They can call
Again,
that
he can
conduct
sit and
detrimental
he-
to the team.
Well, hold on. I have a question.
Play backup
There
quarterback.
has to be a clause in contracts for sitting out. I mean, otherwise anybody would get a guaranteed contract and be like, I don't have to play. I get paid. It doesn't work that way.
No, they don't, because that's the difference. Is you get your guaranteed money if you're on the roster, but you still, part of that salary is your game checks. So
Right.
if you don't play, you don't get the game check.
Exactly.
And they can call conduct detrimental if you don't do what the coach asks you. It's still in there on any contract. You go out there and you say, I'm not going to play. I'm going to sit on the bench. All right, bet.
Do you guys remember when Peyton Manning was supposed to come to Miami? He showed up. He's about to sign his contract, and his ass signed with the Broncos. That's what's going on with Aaron Rodgers right now.
Probably.
He ain't
Dude,
going
and
to
the
the
sad part is all he had to do was go on the show and say, yeah, I'll play for New York. He didn't have to
Todd.
go into details on any stupid shit.
Todd, you want to see a deal fall through? Give a narcissist a microphone.
On shrooms.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's surprising. Like I said, I thought him going out there and saying all that shit, I was like, well, it must be a done deal then, but obviously
I
not.
tell you what, if the deal falls through, I'm going to be going and trolling every Jet panel out there.
Oh, I'm
Well,
right behind you, bro.
I'm not gonna troll because I do. Like, there is a part of me that's like, damn, dog. Like, I feel for you because all the years that we've sucked, but
But
at
see,
the
but
same
see
time,
that, but
hold
that's
up,
because you're nice. That's because you're
right,
nice.
right.
I
But at the
watched
same
one of my
time,
favorite. I watched one of my favorite players, Jason Taylor, put on a Jet uniform. No, I'm gonna troll the shit out of him.
but at the same time, I'm gonna be the one like from The Simpsons, the bully. You know what I'm
Nelson,
saying?
yeah, Nelson. Hell yeah.
Nelson. I'm gonna pull fucking Nelson. I'm gonna be sitting
Hey,
at that bitch, pointing my finger,
hey,
laughing at
I wish
y'all.
I wish you were on my Facebook. I posted a video today of someone made of Aaron Rodgers.
You still
I
post
almost,
on Facebook? That would be funny.
dude,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
dude.
I'm viewing. You can view me through Facebook, but
No, I got a video that someone did. I stole it, but it had Aaron Rodgers. Y'all probably don't know any country music, but as
I know a little bit.
I
Actually,
know a lot.
what's,
So
what's that
Yeah.
song?
My favorite country singer is Zach Brown Band. Second one is Darius Ruckers.
Oh my God!
Here is Smucker, South Carolina,
not.
Zach
Darius
Brown,
Rucker's
Georgia.
not your favorite country band, bro. It's mine. Stop stealing my country band. You like Luke Bryan. Stop it.
No, actually, Zach Brown has always been my favorite. Hence why we went to Chili Cook-Off, and then my second is Darius Ruckers, which has always been.
Bro, it's never been Darius Rucker. We
Bro,
really
it
have
has
to
always been Darius
I
Ruckers.
love
What are you talking
Darius
about?
Rucker,
You're
man,
into
but
Johnny.
he
You're
should
into
have stuck
Johnny
with
Rebel,
Hootie and
bro.
the
You're into Johnny
Blowfish.
Rebel, bro.
Rudy and the Blowfish.
I had him lip syncing that one song. I'm not as good as I once was.
That's from what's his name? Son of a bitch.
Toby Keith.
Yeah,
Toby
Toby
Keith.
Keith. Yeah.
Dude, I had him lip syncing that. I almost died, and it matched it. They matched the lips up perfect with it.
That's funny.
Yeah. This about this. I know a little bit. I listened to a lot of country music back then. I don't listen to it as much as I used to. I listen to all genres of music. I
Same here.
listen to rap, to hip hop, to dude, if you pull
dude.
up to me at a traffic light, right? 1 minute you're gonna hear me blasting fucking merengue or salsa or some shit, reggaeton, some shit, and then I'll go up to the next light, and then Biggie will be on, and then you'll pop on another light, and you'll probably hear me singing Zach Brown. So it's all over the place. My fucking playlist is
got a
crazy.
friend in me. You got a friend in me.
That's not Zach Brown.
No, that's Disney country, bro.
I know
That's the Toy Story
That's my
song.
boy
Yeah.
Woody.
Yeah.
By the way, what's up, CT, my guy? How you doing?
Dylan, man.
Yeah, what's
I
up,
just
PT?
I had my mother-in-law's birthday was this week, so we went out to birthday dinner. I got back a little bit late, but just chilling.
Dude,
You're good.
I swear to God, Amicus, I'm gonna cuss your ass out if Buffalo does what I think they're doing.
Even though
Are you talking about your right tackle?
Yes, I will be cussing your ass out.
Yeah, that was reported a few hours ago. From what I hear from the other Dolphin fans, he's not very good. But Spencer Brown, our right tackle,
bullshit.
Huh?
A lot of people have been a lot of the fan base wants him back right now because he was the best tackle we had last year on the right side.
Oh, well, that makes me very happy. Let's go.
Brandon Shell, bro, we picked his ass up off the fucking street, and guy
he balled
came in
out
and
last year.
fucking above average, dude.
CT, you know where he's from, right?
I have no idea where Brandon Shell is from.
My hometown, Goose Creek, South Carolina.
There you go. From Goose Creek.
Know?
There you go.
No.
If you all sign him, I'm gonna be cursing you all up and down, and I'm gonna wish everything bad upon Buffalo like I always do.
Go on the private chat, Amicus, and put your cell so I can text you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Cool.
But real quick, I mean, I would love that because Spencer Brown, he's probably going to need another year or two, right? This would add good veteran competition and probably be an upgrade to what we currently have. And we just got the offensive guard, Connor, from Dallas, right? So now Bean is doing it again, baby. He's improving the offensive line. He brought in a weapon for wide receiver, and we still have the draft to come. So I'm very excited about where the Buffalo Bills are right now.
What receiver did you all get?
Deontay Hardy from the Saints.
They got another speedster, and that's the reason why they cut McKenzie, which is fine. And honestly, McKenzie was a little unreliable at times in the passing game. He had a lot of drop balls. So that's why I was like, I kind of want Miami to stay away from him. Let him go to the Jets where he'll drop balls.
I tell you what, I love the pickup we got at receiver.
No, Braxton Berrios is a good pickup. He's solid.
I brought him up 2 weeks ago when the Jets were getting rid of him. And everybody's talking smack to me. Oh no, we need somebody tall. We need this. Braxton Berrios.
I agree though, but that's what I was going to say was, although I like this pickup, I also agree that instead of bringing in Craycraft, they probably should have went Sherfield. Nope,
I disagree with that.
Actually, I agree. I would rather have Sherfield. Sherfield blocks better than Craycraft.
Oh no, I don't want Craycraft or Sherfield over somebody else that's now a free agent.
Hey, real quick, Big Philly, I just want to let you know that with McKenzie, keep in mind, man, because I watched every snap, right? In every throw, Allen throws a 70 miles per hour fastball, man. And that's one of the knocks on Allen is, does he have the finesse and the touch, right? A lot of those he's a little guy, man. He couldn't handle that fastball. So, in Miami, I don't think the drops would be as big of a deal as they were in Buffalo.
Yeah, because Tua is more of a touch pass guy.
Hey, Matt Collins, I would want over both of them. He's a free agent, got cut. I would want Matt Collins back over both of them. He was a great gunner on special teams, and he's that tall receiver.
Yeah, but he also dropped a shit ton of passes, and there are also times where we've asked him to block, and he just isn't very good at it.
CT, give me a second. I'm going to step away for a minute.
Yeah. But, that's where, again, I love Braxton Berrios. I like, because, again, we had
Wes Welker. He's Wes Welker 2.0. And now you get to learn from him.
We've heard that bullshit over and over. Devon Bess and, Chris Hogan was 7'11". Like, we've always had good short range, fast guys to get you that
Chris Hogan was tall. Chris Hogan was tall.
I didn't say anything about him not being tall. I'm saying fast guys with short range speed, which is what Chris Hogan was. The whole point is that's what I think in this offense we were really missing was we had a lot of guys with top end speed, but we didn't have guys that were quick enough that could get out on the short routes to give fucking Tua that underneath route to throw to, because every time we would do it, we would have Sherfield or Craycraft run across the formation in a post. And it's like, dude, by the time they get there, he's already being sacked. You get what I'm saying?
Well, we have it, but we don't want to use our receivers to do that. We want a slot guy who can do that also.
Yeah, but the thing is it's not about that per se. I think it was they knew Craycraft and Sherfield. Their thing is they have top end speed. They're not as quick. So what did they do is they try to get crossing routes where they could use their speed to get away from the guy that's trailing them. But the problem is if you had put him on a quick out route or had you fucking given him a quick hitch route or a fucking Texas route, bro, he would get open much quicker and give Tua that outlet. But we didn't have that this year. Almost all of our receivers are running fucking straight downfield.
All right, guys, I got to go back to work. I will talk to you a little bit later, man.
All right, Todd.
Take it easy, man.
Take care.
Tell me, Amicus, what do you got? What do you got going on over there? What signings have you guys done today that have you pumped?
Well, no sign-ins today. If I'm blending in the past 3 days and getting my days right, none today. But we released McKenzie like we discussed. Yeah. We're having talks about Brandon Shell on the right tackle, which I'm excited about. I'm hearing rumors about because Leonard Fournette was released from the Bucks, and Brandon Beane said that he wants to get a big back in free agency, right? Brandon Beane kind of laid it all out there, man, and told us exactly what his direction is, what he's going to be doing in the draft. Exciting shit. But yeah, that's about it. Tinder Dane Jackson, he's coming back. Backup cornerback. It could start ahead of Kyer Elam, but I mean, fuck, man. Kyer Elam's a first round pick. You got to fucking play the guy. This is my biggest knock with the coaches of Buffalo, man. They don't play these guys. Well, the Chiefs played fucking 10 rookies last year, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo doesn't do that. They sit and they wait, and they got this like 2-year plan or whatever. I mean, you got to get these guys on the field, man. Kyer Elam needs to play opposite of Trey White.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. The Dolphins do that a lot. We have, talented rookie guys, and we end up putting them behind somebody, or, we have a second or third round pick, and, we've gone through the list of busts that we consider busts. But a lot of them, the major knock was they weren't given a lot of playing time. Then they get thrust into the starting role, and they shit the fucking bed. And you're kind of like, well, maybe if you played them, maybe they wouldn't sucked as much, or they'd probably still be busts anyway. But
yeah, maybe. But the big one obviously was bringing back Poyer, right? A couple of days ago. That was huge because honestly, we all thought that we were losing Edmonds and Poyer, and to get him back on a I would love to know what Miami or any other team, if they did offer him, because we got him for $7 million, $6.5, $7 million a year for 2 years. So a 2-year contract, 7 per, and that's a steal, man. That's a steal for that guy.
A fucking steal. But maybe again, as much as he said, he would like to go play in Miami and blah blah blah, maybe Miami, with our cap space issues, we're like, we'll give you 4 or 5. And he's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just stay here for 7.
Yeah, I think also a couple of podcasts mentioned it earlier, and I agree. I think once y'all signed Ramsey, the true need for a guy like Poyer probably diminished a little bit.
I mean, yes and no, because Brandon Jones, as great as he is, he's a great blitzer and around the line of scrimmage type safety, but his coverage skills definitely still need some fucking polishing.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted Poyer, who's, a great cover guy. He doesn't, we don't have to put him in the box. You know what I mean? And that would have allowed us to put Brandon Jones in a linebacker / safety kind of hybrid, where it would allow him to be closer to the line of scrimmage, and he would be better in coverage than a linebacker.
Right.
But he also has the ability to play in the box and be physical. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I think but I think, to a degree, I think that if Chris Greer thinks that bringing in Ramsey is enough all on its own, then absolutely I could see why they didn't go out and try to offer him a crap ton of money, but the need was still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The question is how badly did Chris Greer want to fill it after he just dropped how much? 17, 18 million a year for Ramsey? So, I mean, I could see why not. I could see him going, fuck, I just paid a guy, 17 million. I really don't need to fucking, pay another one,
Yeah, the truth is probably somewhere in the middle, right? Maybe he didn't get the offers he was thinking that he would get, and just said, hey, because I do truly believe he really wanted to stay in Buffalo. He really loves, the Bills and the fan base, and he wanted to run it back because he believes this team can win a Super Bowl, right? But I do think if the money was there, he'd be out.
Yeah. And that's
real quick. I want to welcome Bleezy for the first time on the show. What's going on, Bleezy?
Yo! What's up, family? What's poppin'?
Bleezy.
What's going on?
Hey man, how you doing, man? So tell me. So I'm kind of a little lost because I stepped away. So you can kind of catch me up, CT. Because
Nah, we were just talking about. I asked Amicus. He told me how he felt about the signings they've had this week. Them releasing McKenzie and all that, and then we kind of got on. How they brought Poyer back, and he said that he heard on another show that people were kind of like, oh, after they got Ramsey, they weren't, the need wasn't, was more diminished because now all of a sudden, we got Ramsey, fuck it. And I was saying, I just think part of that is the need was still there. We all know Brandon Jones is a box guy. He's not so great at coverage, but he's better than a linebacker in coverage. But, he has his polishing needs as far as coverage skills are. But that I think it was more so probably Greer, after going out and spending all that money on Ramsey, was like, look, I'll offer you, $4 or $5 million a year.
Right. Plus, we got the guy from Tennessee. We got the guy from Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So Poyer, I mean, that he pretty much took that spot.
Well,
so actually speaking,
but they re-signed Poyer before we signed the Tennessee guy. That's
did they?
And I think a lot of that was an Amicus, being a Bills fan, he was saying that they got him for, what was it, 2 years, 14 million, so 7 per.
2 years, 12.5 million, but the possibility of getting to 14, so incentive based as well.
Okay, yeah. And the thing is I think after freaking Greer just spent 17 million on Ramsey, he was like, yeah, I don't know.
Just pull back. Pull back a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go and drop another 7 on Poyer when he had other needs to fill, So that's
so we went with the backup plan, the dude from Tennessee, and I think that dude's legit, man. I was watching the highlight.
What's going on, Lewis?
Yeah, man, I agree.
Dude seems legit to me, man. Shit.
Stay positive, bro. He's a fucking trip. Nah, fucking my mic went out. That shit just went out of nowhere. So I missed like 90% of what you guys just said. Fuck. But did this shit go out again? No, it didn't. Okay, I'm good.
No, we get it.
Yeah. Nah, that's fucking crazy. For my technical issues, I'm trying to figure all this shit. But hey, man, I finally got the setup right. I mean, I got Turbo's missing. I don't know where Turbo is, but I got 2 mics going, and y'all don't hear it. So I got my setup the way it's supposed to be, and I got the camera. So
hell yeah,
there you go. Work
in progress. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All I know is that Dan Freeney is going to be an All-Pro. He's going to be on the Madden cover. I know Lewis and them boys out there on Twitter, they saw what I put up. So that's all I know. We talked about this last night on Finsaholic. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all go ahead and like and subscribe to them. Lewis out there and the Fins Tailgate, and everybody, even Stephen D and the Cocklockers in the morning. Everybody.
Everybody's killing it right now.
Make sure y'all follow everybody. Amicus. Soon enough. We'll talk about it later, but soon enough, you're going to have your own thing going on, hopefully. So,
I heard about that, man. Amicus and Mark, they're about to get their own show popping?
Oh, no, not Mark.
Huh?
Mark
is that true?
Yeah, me and a few other the Mafia, we're going to do like a little side thing, but Philly's talking about something separate.
Yeah, I'm talking about something separate.
He's something. Yeah. Well, but what about the Bills thing though? When y'all getting that popping?
We're in talks right now, man. It's going to be the Bills Mafia sit down. It's going to pay homage to the Mafia, where the family comes together on any dispute, sits down, right, and hashes things out.
Interesting. We'll see if y'all can roll like the Dolphins YouTube. Dolphins YouTube is the shit, yeah. You already know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some characters on there. We've played around with it. I think it'd be interesting banter. There's some great ideas out there, but I mean, we're still a ways away from that.
Now, I hear you. I can see Mark coming in there trying to make all the money. Look out for him.
He's a statistician. He's a mafia statistician.
Yeah, look
You
out
got
for him.
Mikey with the fucking one-liners and pissing everybody else off, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mark was on there acting wild today on Stephen D's show this morning.
yeah, that dude's crazy, man.
Acting fucking wild. Y'all haven't made the playoffs in 25 years. I held my tongue, but I was like, motherfucker, when's the last time y'all went to the Super Bowl? Matter of fact, when's the last time y'all won a Super Bowl? I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that you guys put in the playoffs.
Here's the best part. Philly, here's the best part. The four of us, we don't really get along that well. So it's going to be heated debates. I mean, it's going to be a true Bills Mafia sit down where we are having disputes and settling them.
That's literally straight up hot takes all the time.
All day long.
So who would be the host? Who's going to be the host? Mark?
No, we're going to. It's
around.
We're using my account. We're using my account, but we're going to rotate.
You're going to be the host. And we're going to be the host.
We're going to rotate, but yeah.
No, it's going to be interesting. I like to see this. I like to see this shit evolve. You know, kind of like.
Hey, all I know is Amicus. I better be invited to the table.
Absolutely, Big Philly. You're the first fucking guest.
I better be invited.
Hey, that's fine.
I'm gonna have some fun.
No, that's good shit. I like the momentum, man. I like the momentum, man. Best of luck to y'all.
Big Philly can wait his damn turn. He's number 2.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. No, it's gonna be hot take driven, very interactive.
There you go. Interactive is key.
Exactly. It's panel discussions. There's going to be hot topics. There's going to be rapid fire sessions. All kinds of shit, man. It's going to be fun.
So I'm gonna give you guys another one, right? So we talked about Aaron Rodgers a little bit earlier today. I'm a little disappointed right now in the Las Vegas Raiders, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, and I don't know. This is my opinion. Okay, my opinion.
My stupid humble opinion.
Quarterback. Huh?
Now I was making fun of that movie, and when the guy goes, "In my stupid humble opinion,"
dude, what the fuck are they doing?
Garoppolo.
How do you go from Derek Carr, which I understand that some people have their opinion, but honestly, Derek Carr is a reliable quarterback, something that Miami's not used to in the recent couple of years. Okay, he doesn't miss games due to injuries very often. And you traded him for a quarterback that's played 2 out of the 4 seasons since being in San Francisco. So not only that, minus 1 year really didn't do much.
It's a head coach. That head coach and him were clashing.
Yeah, dude, I've heard that same thing. They bring in Sean Payton. They know that Sean Payton has a very, no bullshit kind of style and attitude. And I just think that, Derek Carr was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in staying, and he was like, all right, fuck it. You're out. I don't give a fuck what I get back for you. You're out.
That's it.
That's it. That's over. When I saw that they brought in Garoppolo, which I expected it, because of the past experience with the head coach, with McDaniels and him.
I didn't think about that. They got that history. Yeah.
Right. But my thing is, you do that, but you also set yourself back, because I don't think Garoppolo's that dude that's going to get you any further than Derek Carr could have.
You're taking a step back in talent.
Right, exactly.
Well,
I don't think that he's going to take him any further.
I think it's more you run more of the risk of Garoppolo getting injured. Because let's be honest, bro. Like, I'm a Derek Carr fan. I think he's he's not elite. He's not, superstar, but he's a good quarterback.
Above average.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even say above average. I think he's a good quarterback, which is one above average. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not one of these middling guys, He's higher, top 15 starter, right?
Yes.
We could say that. But in reality, though, there were times where just like, a lot of these other quarterbacks, they get their opportunity and they fall flat on their face. Where Garoppolo shows he's not going to fall flat on his face, but you don't know if he's going to be fucking playing because he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I think that Jimmy Garoppolo and Derek Carr are at the same, talent level per se. But
No,
I think Jimmy G's just more unreliable.
I think Derek Carr has a notch over him, over Jimmy.
Yeah. He's a little bit above.
That's just my opinion, but it is concerning that he can't stay on the field, and that's why I said he's not going to take them any further that Derek Carr could take them.
Right.
What I
look for them to draft a QB. Then I don't know what pick they have. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds like they're about to draft a QB. Is what it sounds like to me.
Shit, there ain't no way they drafting a QB. That shit, half of the QBs that are going to be gone in the first fucking round.
Don't tell me, because I'll put some mock drafts on this bitch right now.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you're going to go get your A-plus draft because you got the same fucking A guys.
The Raiders. I wonder what pick they have. They probably.
Hey, I guarantee you that in the 5th or 6th round, I'll be drafting Eric Gray, the running back at Oklahoma, and
then what's that quarterback in the 7th round? What's his name?
You talking about Hall?
No,
the kid out of Houston.
The QB that you drafted. I think it's R. His last name starts with R.
No, I drafted Hall from BYU in the 7th round. It was an A+.
Yeah, on one of them. The other one, you did that R guy.
Cunningham from Louisville.
Was it Russell Cunningham? Is that his name or something?
Yeah. Oh, wasn't it the quarterback from Purdue or something?
One of them was Purdue. We did so
started with an A. Yeah.
We did so many mock drafts.
I know. Yeah, I know. He did the Russell one the one time, and he got an A-. And he was like, "Oh, that's not bad." And I'm like, "Bro, you've done 50 of these. You fucking know exactly what's coming."
I never. That was the first time I ever drafted that guy. First time.
So what do y'all think we're picking with our first pick now? What do y'all think?
Well,
like position wise.
If I say it, CT's not going to be happy.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're gonna say.
I have bad news for y'all.
Chris Greer's not allowed to draft O-linemen in the first 3 rounds. It's not allowed. It's just not allowed.
I really think we're going to pick up God, my mind just went blank. The fucking linebacker, Jack. I think we're going to pick up Jack. And I know y'all were looking at him in the second round.
Yeah, good player.
Oh,
yeah, but there's no way Jack Campbell's going to be in the second.
Jack Campbell. Yeah, Jack Campbell.
Yeah, Jack Campbell's not going to be there in the second.
You don't think?
Hell no.
He'll be there. He'll be there, but he'll be early to mid-second is when he'll go.
I don't think he's getting out of the first. Honestly, I don't think.
I'll tell you what though, if Bijan Robinson drops into the second round, Miami better move up.
That's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I don't think it will either. I think that Dallas cutting Zeke opens the door for him being in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So y'all think we're going best player available with our first pick?
That's how it should be.
No, it should be that way, but it's not. Bro, you know what we're gonna do? Greer does it every fucking year. Is in the first 3 rounds we pick up our first, our 3 biggest needs, and then the 4th through the 7th he gets BPA. He does it every fucking year, and it's annoying as shit because again he reaches for fucking players. They don't pan out, and then we're back to the same fucking drawing board.
So the conversation should be is now that we're in the 3rd day of free agency, what needs do we have remaining? And the needs that we have remaining, I would think it's tight end at the number 1 spot now, which is Sicky going to the Pats. So we don't have that door unless they bring in Dalton Schultz, whatever the fuck his name is, which is who I want at tight end if I'm going to bring somebody in from free agency. So right now it's tight end. I would say number 2, it would still be linebacker to bring more depth in. And then number 3, it would probably be center/guard or right tackle, depending on Freeney.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if Freeney comes in and balls like, Lewis and Batman, everybody expecting, because, we all positive out here, then we shouldn't have an issue in the inside because he is a center/guard. Then we'll just need to focus on the tackle position at that point. In which case, there's some suitable tackles there. There's some great tackles in the second round, and that's why I know that CT is going to be a little upset. But DeAndre Jones from Ohio State would be a nice pickup that we can move up in the second round and bring in. That is a plug and play guy now.
You mean another guy to draft and then fucking put on the bench because we can't coach
He's significantly better than Austin Jackson. And again, we had this conversation.
I'm just joking.
I know. But CT, me and you both had this conversation in regards to Austin Jackson. And, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to let it – I want to see what this new offensive line coach does with this offensive line. So, because some of the stuff that me and CT were discussing and some of the deficiencies and lack of play from Austin Jackson, the biggest thing being penalties and inconsistency in certain areas, are all coachable. They're all coachable. So am I going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to wait until he's good and let the coaches do their job, kind of like what Sharif was saying a couple nights back on Batman's show? No, I'm not going to say that. I think that we are in win now mode now. And I'd rather not wait to coach somebody up and bringing in a guy like Jones, like DeAndre, whatever the fuck his name is, out of Ohio State. That will significantly boost her up, that offensive line on the tackle spot, and he is naturally a right tackle.
Hey.
So that's just
I like that idea because it gives Austin Jackson competition, but it also puts you in the position if Austin Jackson doesn't pan out, say training camp and whatever, and a tackle gets released by another team, you just snatch his ass up and be done with it.
Snatch about.
Yeah, but the probability that's
the thing about it is, guys, what I think is if we run it back with Austin Jackson at right tackle and Eichenberg at left guard and Tua gets hurt, this entire fan base is going to go fucking nuts.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to say, what the fuck was Greer thinking? It's going to come back on Greer and the management because they're not doing anything other than this dude from the Jets. They're not doing anything on this O-line unless they draft, which a fucking rookie offensive lineman is going to get his ass kicked in the trenches. We already know that unless he's a beast.
I mean, shit, even Penei Sewell fucking struggled this first fucking
Hell
time.
yeah, dude. You can't put a rookie in the fucking offensive in the trenches.
Yeah, well, I think you can draft one and try to let him learn.
No, you can draft. We need to draft one. I don't have a problem drafting an offensive lineman. I'm just saying.
I don't see doing it in round fucking 2 or 3, and that's where I feel like I agree with Big Philly. I think linebacker's still a need. I know tight end is a need, and I know tackle's a need too, but I would rather go tight end, linebacker, tight end before I fucking worry about drafting.
I mean, we have a lot of talent on this team. We have a lot of talent on our starting lineups. It's going to be hard for any rookie to break the starting lineup on our team at this point.
Oh, you know? And that's something that Amicus and I were talking about. And as far as, getting these young guys and then them not playing, and, we have guys like Izukama, which was our 3rd round pick, didn't play a fucking snap. We had Tyndall, he was our second round pick. He played 2 fucking snaps all year. And then we had Cameron Good, who played like 2 or 3 snaps all fucking year. It's like, dude, come on. You drafted 2 linebackers last year.
I want to see something.
I don't see them drafting another linebacker this year.
They shouldn't. They should not. After drafting 2 last year, we should not draft another one this year, unless. I mean, if they do, you're basically saying our picks last year were shit.
If a first round talent drops to the second round in our lap,
and you pick them, hell yeah.
Yeah, then I could do that. But I'm not going out of my way to go reach for another linebacker. We already did that shit twice last year.
Right. That's what I would say. I mean, I really have no clue, who we're going to pick with that first pick, position wise. You know what I mean?
I think tight end, even though, again, we drafted Tanner Connor last year, and the fucking year before that, we drafted Hunter Long. Well, Hunter Long's been fucking traded, which I knew was going to happen because I told everybody, bro, when John Embry came out and had that press conference where he said that he questioned Hunter Long's desire to be a football player.
Yeah.
Bro, I knew right then and there, bro. Yeah, he was probably gone.
Yeah. I didn't understand the Hunter Long pick anyway because we already had so many fucking tight ends already in the fucking on the team.
Well, because they were hoping that he would be the next Gesicki.
They thought, yeah, exactly. They brought him in thinking he was going to replace.
According to John Embry, had no desire to be a pro, and he treated the shit like a 9-to-5 job, and it's not a 9-to-5 job.
Hey, I didn't. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, so 5 tackles went in the first between the first pick and the 52nd pick. There was 5 tackles that went off the board. So obviously, a tight end is one of the biggest needs we got. I like Sam there from Iowa at tight end in the second round. We don't really need a corner at this point. But I'm just saying we could have the Mullet brothers and draft Joe Tippmann out of Wisconsin. But I'm not going to do that.
Center?
But I think that Sam
They might have to move that guy over on the Madden cover. I think we might have the first 2-player Madden cover, and it's going to be.
I like that. Bring on his big ass. I would draft him in a heartbeat. A big center from Wisconsin. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, like we haven't learned our lesson with Mike Dieter, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Well.
So I would probably go tight end there, the second round on our first pick.
Yeah,
tight end.
Yeah, I guess.
And look, Tippmann, that guy out of Wisconsin, he was there in the third round. We could trade up for it, but at this point, you could go Luke here, but I don't think that it's that much of a need.
Center. Yeah. That's interesting.
Here I would probably go running back.
Tank would be a good pick.
I like Tank.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, Tank's a big back, but he's very dynamic for his size.
Yeah, I like the fact, though, our problem is we got all these finesse backs. Bro, Savon Ahmed, Myles Gaskin, Mostert, only Jeff Wilson Jr. is the only physical back we have. I would love to pair Jeff Wilson Jr. with the younger guy who's just as fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see that. There was this guy from BYU was on the board too, because he won the next pick.
Yeah, but that's the best. It's for the best. Drafting linemen in the first 3 rounds is just not our friend.
I mean, not right now. Those are guys that are going to be developed. The
thing is, we have a big need at tight end because what do we own? We only got 2 on roster right now.
We need right. Yeah. We need time out.
But you can go in and get fucking UDFAs and shit like that. Like, you don't have to necessarily go out and use one of your 3 fucking picks in the entire fucking draft.
The problem is Gesicki only got fucking 53 targets last year. How bad do we really need a tight end right now?
Well, we need a blocking tight end, another blocking tight end who has serviceable hands, because then if Durham, Smythe, and him are in, you don't know if it's going to fucking be a run or a pass, where every time Gesicki was on the field, they knew, okay, even if they run the fucking ball, this motherfucker can't block, so I'm not worried about him. So what did they do? They fucking played pass on him all fucking game.
Hey, what are y'all's thoughts about Gesicki going to the Pats, man?
Fuck him.
Well,
go ahead.
I want to make sure Miss Finns is okay. Has anybody checked in with her?
Miss Finns. She's. I love Miss Finns. She probably didn't know what to think right now.
Well, I know she did that. She did do a post on her Facebook saying goodbyes, but
she loves her some Gesicki. She loves Gesicki, but she ain't gonna be happy if he fucking is scoring and doing his fucking gritty against us.
I'm reaching for
She
him.
ain't gonna
That's
be
my
happy.
boy. I like Miller.
She ain't gonna be happy at all. Somebody needs to smack the shit out of him.
Miller's who?
Gesicki. That somebody needs to smack the shit out of him.
Nah, bro, he's fine, bro. He got to do what's right for his family. He just got married and shit, bro.
No, I'm all for him. I'm all for him getting paid. I'm all for him getting paid. But if he's playing for the Patriots, he's trying to score on us. You know, he needs to get his jaw broke.
Let me ask you a question, Bleezy.
Yo,
how do you feel about JT?
Jason Taylor?
Yes, sir.
I love him. Love JT.
He went to the Jets.
So listen, he went to the Jets.
Right.
Yeah. So
and so when he went to the Jets, you know, at that particular time, you know, if we went up against him and we broke his jaw, I wouldn't have a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way. I mean, I love JT, but seeing him in a Jets uniform when we still beat their ass, I laughed every time and go, "You should have fucking stayed with us, asshole."
Yeah, love you, JT, but if Brian Cox comes over here and breaks your collarbone, I'm sorry. Or not Brian Cox, or who would it be at that time? Our tight end. What's his name? McMichael. If McMichael,
Lasaka Polak or whatever.
You know, hey, but now I hear what you're saying, man. You know, but JT is a little bit different, man. That's Miami love right there,
bro. JT and bro, to try to compare Mike Gesicki to JT. I'm sorry,
and I like it, and I like Gesicki.
I'm just saying that they did similar things where they both went to
similar things. You're right. No, you're right. No doubt.
That's
no
the
doubt.
reason I'm saying that.
Gesicki,
players.
Hey, I thought Gesicki was gonna make crazy noise this past year. I thought he was about to pop off. And then
he can't block. He ain't popping off nothing.
I figured McDaniel would scheme some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he ends up with 52 targets.
Yeah, but you can't scheme for a guy that fucking can't run routes and can't block. So
evidently not.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to do so.
This is gonna be like a B, maybe a C. So I think I'll be shocked
if I get that C plus again. You're gonna get that C plus as you do when you fucking draft regular and don't go with your same 8 guys.
I knew it because I'm reaching for a lot of these guys. I already knew it. See,
I called it C plus
because now the 77th pick is gone and it fucks everything up. And we lost the 7th rounder too. It fucks everything up when it comes to the picks. But hey, that Old Dominion pick, Nick, not us. I reached for Miller.
Hey, Amicus.
And Tank could go in the 4th round. So I understand why. But again, that's why I'm saying, like, we're in the 3rd round, so you're reaching. You're reaching at that point. You're not picking best player available. You're picking based off need. So that's kind of the situation you get put in. Even at
That's
tight end with
I like
Sam.
that. I like that draft. That draft right there, I'm cool. I think I like that.
I'm chilling because at the end of the day, we cover the rest of our needs that we have. You get that running back, you get the other running back, you have the tight end there, linebacker, and then a tackle
You get
to bring in.
Tank.
Well, when you're
Yeah,
picking
so-
the 210th ranked guy at fucking 197, getting a D plus, that's kind of fucking harsh, bro. Like,
It is.
it's
You
not
know,
like
I
you're
should have got like a
reaching
C
all that
there.
fucking much, you know?
Like even Sam, I should have gotten probably like a B, and Tank, I would have said like a B minus, and then Miller should have been like a C minus, and I'm cool with the B plus there.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get
you'll
what I'm
take
saying?
anything you get in the 7th round.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'm cool with that. I don't know. I draft real well in the 7th round for some reason.
So hey,
Yeah, you do.
Amicus.
Yeah, what's up, Lucy?
So, bro. So, what is? Do you think the Bills are trending up this coming year?
I mean, I'm gonna be completely objective. Absolutely. I know that's
Okay.
hard to hear, man. I was on a couple of shows earlier chatting away, man, and I don't know, I was getting a lot of hate for the take, but that's what I believe. I mean, go ahead.
I just want to. I want the specificity to be there. The take is the Bills are trending up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because
So you were getting static for that, but so why do you think they're trending up?
well, we lost Tremaine Edmonds, right? We thought we were going to lose both Poyer and Edmonds. We didn't. We only lost one. We got Poyer back on the cheap, $6.5, $7 million a year for a 2-year deal, right? So, we upgraded left guard with Connor from Dallas. We added Deontay Hardy, which he didn't play a lot last year because of turf toe.
What
But he's a
position is
speed,
he?
huh?
What position is he? I don't even know.
Wide receiver. He's a speed
Oh,
demon. Go watch his
okay,
tape, man. The fucking guy is a playmaker. He's dynamic.
Is he
Hey, all I know
a
is
second?
I like this Mark Jackson.
Is he a
What's that,
second
Lucy?
receiver to Diggs?
No, he's not a number 2 to Diggs. He's we're gonna get the number 2 to Diggs
Three.
in the draft in the first round. So, like, just to paint the picture for you, right? I believe we're gonna sign Leonard Fournette to secure the backfield with James Cook and Leonard Fournette. They're gonna complement each other greatly. In the draft, we're going WR2, right? There is no real true WR1, and we don't need one. We have Diggs. So getting a guy like Addison or Jalen Hyatt with the 27th pick will do, it will do everything for us. Because now you have Deontay and maybe a Jalen Hyatt, two speedsters, right? That can spread out the field for Josh Allen, throw an 80-yard bomb. Diggs is going to cut. He's going to cut and be open every fucking time. You can't double Diggs when you have those two guys on the field. You can't do it.
Okay. No, it makes sense.
You don't want to necessarily double him, but you can still bracket him. You keep one over the top, one underneath, and you still have the ability. We have Cater Kohu, which I guarantee you, he can absolutely keep up with this dude. And if Javon Holland continues to progress, bro, I don't care what you got over there. It's not beating this defense.
Well, that's so to answer your question, Bleezy, we lost Frazier, right? Which is an upgrade too. I wanted to add that. That is an upgrade. Losing Frazier's an upgrade.
That's an upgrade? Okay.
That's absolutely an upgrade because now we have McDermott taking over the play calling. I have seen McDermott in a couple of games snatch the play calling sheet out of Frazier's hands because he was just not doing his job adequately enough. And McDermott shut him down for the rest of the game. So that's a McDermott defense that we run. The only difference will be the play calling now, which excites me because now we don't have to worry about dropping everybody back in coverage on third and fucking
Are you saying that McDermott's calling the defense now?
He will be calling the defense, yes.
Who's the DC now?
We don't have one.
Is it going to be McDermott?
I mean, they'll hire somebody with a title and a name, but it will be McDermott calling the plays.
Right. Okay. No, I got you. Okay, but so he'll bring somebody in, but y'all don't have a
Yeah.
DC as of right now.
As of right now, no.
That's okay. Now I hear you, man. It's all everybody's building their shit right now, but you're making sense with what you're saying, dude. So go ahead.
Well, the biggest issue, if there's really like any hope, in my opinion, for the Bills not to win the AFC East for a fourth straight year, it would be the OC, the offensive coordinator. If
Mm-hmm.
Dorsey doesn't step it up and actually put these playmakers and what we're trying to do in action, well, then we're fucked again. And when I say fucked, I mean we went 13-3. Josh Allen had 24 turnovers by himself, and we went 13-3. Put that in perspective just for a moment.
Right,
Think on that.
right. Dorsey should have been fired.
Fuck yeah, he should have.
That's crazy. Dorsey's in over his head, man. We saw that when he started slamming iPads and shit. He should,
Yeah.
but that's good for us. We'll take it.
That's what happens when you fucking hire a toddler to handle an adult's business.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Yeah.
that's y'all's Miami guy. That's your Miami guy.
Hey, we love Dorsey, but when it comes to the Dolphins, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
Man, a lot of this fan base was claiming for his ass, and I was like, nope, not experienced enough.
Who, Dorsey?
Yeah, when everybody was saying that Mike McDaniel should have hired Ken Dorsey and all that,
Yeah.
but then he ended up staying with Buffalo. He was supposedly going to go with what's his name to where'd he go? God damn it.
Well, CT, y'all can have him. You can have him.
Oh hell
Yeah,
no! No,
Buffalo doesn't even want
I'm
him.
not interested. Like I said,
Never
I
just
said
said
he's
they
not
want him.
experienced enough.
I mean, I can't believe y'all didn't just boot him and find somebody better. But you thought that's what, and I said that last year. I said losing Dayball is going to be a problem for you guys. I told Mark that.
What I was trying to talk about is, everybody thought that Ken Dorsey was going to go with Dable, or that another team could try to hire him away, and I was like, yeah, no, bro, he's not experienced enough. Just no interest.
Yeah. All the Bills
And that
fans,
really showed up after week 2. You know, what
Yeah.
you saw the possibility of this team was week 1 against the Rams and week 2 against the Titans. That was the Buffalo Bills. But when you have that inexperience of the OC, then defenses catch up and you don't fucking adjust. And then you saw it all culminate, collectively
came
come
together.
together. All came together at the very end against the Bengals. And we were fucking embarrassed.
That's a shame, dude. That's a fucking shame.
At least you guys aren't Detroit fans and still wearing the bag on your head.
That's a shame. Y'all are wasting Josh Allen's career.
Fucking A, we are, bro. We really are. It's depressing. I'm still in stage 2 of grief, man. I'm fucking angry.
It's fucking funny as shit, dude. It's funny as a Dolphins fan, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking wasting
Detroit's
Josh
not
Allen.
that bad off, bro.
Huh?
Detroit's not. I said Detroit's not that bad.
No,
Detroit?
I know. I'm just saying that I was just making fun of it. The guy with the bag.
Hey, the thing about Buffalo is that's why I asked you, Amicus. Do you think they're trending up? Because I think they're trending down.
Yeah, no, I know. I've heard it for the past 3 days from Dolphin fans. I get the sentiment, but I just don't see it. To me, we have the same team minus the linebacker, which we'll address, and we've made upgrades on the offensive line and wide receiver. So I don't really see how we're trending down. And also, that stat, bro, that I just laid out for you, 24 turnovers from Josh Allen. 24. And we were 13-3. Imagine if that number drops down to 13 turnovers.
Right. Now, that's a strong stat. No doubt. I hear you.
Or, he can, with his loose UCL now, he might drop a few more balls on the ground. start fumbling it, throwing interceptions.
Maybe, hopefully not.
But I'm not afraid, and that brings me back to real quick. It's the same thing for me with Brett Favre to the Jets or Gesicki going to the Patriots. Number one, Magnoodle Arm Jones ain't getting fucking Gesicki the ball anyway. And fucking Aaron Rodgers is going to have nobody to fucking throw the ball to in fucking New York. So it really comes down to the Dolphins and the Bills again. And, you know, it's given that the fucking games were so close last year, it gives us hope. But I think that, again, you know, the Bills are going to get better and the Dolphins have gotten better. And it's just, again, with the Dolphins, how many times do we have this fucking great roster, but when it comes to the fucking season, this shit never translates to the field?
I think it's all predicated on quarterback play for both of us.
Hey.
If Allen cuts down on the turnovers and Tua stays healthy and does what y'all think he can do, I mean, it's going to be an exciting year.
Yeah, but it turns into if our offensive line, because again, and I'm not talking strictly just pass blocking and Tua, I'm saying, you know, it took us bringing in fucking Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. last year, and Jeff Wilson Jr. in particular in week 9 before our fucking run game actually started get going. And we're talking about we had second, third fucking string offensive linemen playing. Shit, we got Brandon Shell fucking off the damn street when he was bagging groceries at Walmart. Like,
yeah.
And then he ends up turning out to be a good fucking player, balls the fuck out, and now that he's gonna go fucking play for the Bills, go fuck yourself, Brandon Shell.
Fucking hey, let's do it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Did they get Shell? Did the Bills sign Shell?
They're courting him right now. They're courting him pretty hardcore.
Hey, Bleezy, you know what we're doing, right? We're making him an offer he can't refuse.
Hey, make him that offer, man. Make him that offer. Put him on that edge. Let him get a chunk. We got something for him.
That is a good point, though, because if you guys do pick up Shell, one thing that you got to take into account is Jalen Phillips and fucking Bradley Chubb have been playing against this motherfucker in practice for a year now.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna know the moves.
Same with the Gesicki. Same with the Gesicki.
I ain't worried about Gesicki. He can't run fucking routes and can't block. He's gonna be useless.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like, "Oh shit, he's gonna ball out." I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him balling out with fucking Mac
Jones. Yeah, there's no balling out there.
Right.
Now, if he would have come to the Bills, he might be a Hall of Famer, but that didn't.
Could be right.
I don't know about that. Not with his.
I like Dawson Knox.
My man.
Dawson Knox is my boy from Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, I like Dawson Knox, man. The thing is our problem is we so focused on the run last year that we sacrificed the pass defense. And yes, I do know we had injuries, but schematically speaking, Boyer knew the one weakness he had from the year before him and Flo was they couldn't stop the run. So what did he do? He sold out against the run this year at the detriment to our pass defense. And that's where, I think, again, putting somebody like Vic Fangio, he's going to scheme shit to get pressure with 4 guys without having to blitz. It's going to allow us to drop back more people and improve that pass defense this year.
Yeah, because Dawson, that one game, man, he cooked y'all's ass. Like 10 catches, 103 yards.
Yeah.
Is because you tried to contain Josh Allen with the spy.
Right.
And that left one less guy. And, if you're going to put Dawson Knox one-on-one coverage against Jerome Baker, who can't cover to save his fucking life, of course he's going to get beat.
Yeah.
And guess what? He did. And again, it was largely on him and what was his name? Verone McKinley in the second game got beat by him on a couple deep corner routes to the sideline, and it's just infuriating. It's like, bro, and again, I think part of that is fucking Ken Dorsey, but it's like, dude, you know that they love running Dawson Knox to that fucking right fucking sideline on that post.
Yep.
They have Stephon Diggs run the post across or the corner route. They have Stephon Diggs running the post across the fucking deep center of the field, and they like that streak by what's that wide receiver? Your slot guy last year.
Well, Jamison Crowder went down. What game are you talking about? We had Khalil Shakir and McKenzie.
I think it was McKenzie. It was game 2 where we kept getting eaten up because he would fucking streak down the field. Dawson Knox would go on the corner below him, and as he's cutting in, cutting out, Stephon Diggs is cutting in, and fucking Verone McKinley and fucking Jerome Baker would stay underneath of him, and Josh Allen would just throw it right over the fucking top of their head.
Yeah, no, I remember those plays.
It's fucking infuriating. I'm like, they've ran that same play fucking 8 times.
And Allen's going to roll to his right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, him and Dawson Knox, they have that great combination when Allen rolls to the right. He's going to look for Knox. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, after you guys ran it 3 fucking times, stop getting beat by the same shit.
Right. Adjust.
Yeah, but that's something.
You know what's funny though? Knox
Boyer couldn't fucking adjust to anyone.
We only.
Oh, go ahead, Amicus.
Well, I was just gonna say Knox played his best against y'all. Like we didn't utilize Knox the way we should have.
Right.
That Knox that y'all saw in that game, that's not the Knox that we saw in other games. Now I understand his bro died at the beginning of the year, and that must have been very, very.
As a Dolphins fan, that's normally how it works. The other teams, all of a sudden, the other team's players play all world against us.
Well,
and normally it's the fucking quarterback.
Yeah, but the thing is what happens is Josh Boyer can't fucking adjust, and he goes, okay, our game plan this week is to shut down Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen running out of the pocket, right?
Right.
And he refused to change it because in that game, Josh Allen wasn't running out of the fucking pocket as much as he was the first game. And that second game, or not second, third, I mean, because that's when Josh Boyer decided to actually call a fucking competent defensive game. But the thing is in that first game, bro, we were getting beat by Dawson Knox. We were getting fucking beat by Josh Allen. And really, Stephon Diggs didn't have a great game against us that first meeting. It's the third one where, okay, we're going to stop Stephon. We're going to stop Josh Allen. And then guess what? Dawson Knox is going to fucking eat you alive because Boyer wasn't willing to say, all right, they're obviously not going with the game plan I thought they were. So let's adjust this instead of playing, up on the line of scrimmage with that extra safety. Why not drop him back and leave him to cover that fucking corner route? But he never made any of those adjustments. He just kept running the same shit.
Well, that's how I feel about Dorsey, Same thing. Never making adjustments. Defenses figured certain schemes out. You did the same fucking thing, man. It's always a go route. I mean, my God.
That's what I was saying. It was like either Stephon Diggs on the go route or that McKenzie guy with that go route with the corner underneath. And it's like, dude, they ran this play 8 fucking times.
Well, that's why I think, speaking of sit down, I think they had a sit down with Dorsey because we just got Deontay, right? Bro, the screen pass, the screen game is there for the taking. So you have to implement it. You have to scheme that up, bro. So come on, Dorsey. Let's, I just have to believe that this motherfucker is going to figure it out in year 2.
See that? Yeah, and I agree. But the big part about this is with Vic Fangio now. Vic Fangio is going to fucking he's going to be fucking prepared and able to make adjustments. So that's what I'm excited about for this defense because, again, we added talent, but we also added talent in the coaching department. And if you guys were having a hard time scoring on us last year, it's going to be even harder this year.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing, though, man. Is like, it's 3 games. Allen put up 1,100 plus yards and 9 touchdowns in those 3 games. So it wasn't necessarily. I mean, I know the first game was like real fucked up. There's some contributing factors there we won't go into, but I'm just saying, Allen put up a lot of numbers. So, but I do think your defense is way better now, and yeah, it'd be interesting.
I'm more concerned about how our offense is going to look this year. Second year of Mike McDaniel, you know, he seemed to key in a lot in the passing game, making Tua look good, you know, getting Tyreek his touches, getting him his yards, you know, getting Waddle the football. And now I'm excited to see how Mike McDaniel is going to make his adjustments and how is he going to, you know, what scheme or you know, what is he going to draw up in the old notebook of his going into his second year. I'm super excited to see it.
Yeah, I mean, you have Tyreek and Waddle, man. I mean, it's just hard to believe that with those 2 guys and their speed, that you can't create space for Tua to eat underneath all game long.
Yeah, but the thing is you're right. The thing that Mike McDaniel struggled with this year was he spent a lot of time. You know, we would run almost always a 3 wide receiver set. We ran, you know, 5 wide a few times, but not often. But the thing is almost every single play, all 3 wide receivers are running deep routes.
Right.
There was very few checkdowns, and the ones that they did have, sometimes it was, you know, block and release on the back or one of the tight ends or whatever. And
that's bullshit.
Say it again.
No, so Mike Gesicki replied to Cheetah. Cheetah tweeted out like a sad face about Mike Gesicki.
Hey, I think Bleezy's backstage, bud.
Oh, hold on. So Mike came out and goes, yo, as a locker room guy, like a locker room mate, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but I'll see you twice a year, LOL.
Shots fired.
Yeah, Gesicki's a puss. Fuck him.
He ain't a puss, bro, but
he's a fucking pussy. Stop it. You want to lie all you want. Bro, the guy shied away from contact, bro. The guy never wanted to get fucking hit. He always tried to jump over people or run out of bounds. Stop it. He's soft. He's a puss. Bro, he got scared of his own fucking shadow in one game and fell down and curled up in the fetal position when the closest guy was 10 yards away, had to run over and touch him. And you know exactly what play I'm talking about, Bleezy. The one where he literally turned around and he thought he was going to get hit, so he tried to spin. There was nobody fucking near him. Yeah. He trips over himself, and then he's pissed off. He trips, and he just fucking curls up in the fetal position and waits for somebody to come touch him.
Like a little bitch.
That's the fucking soft bitch we were talking about.
But I hate to talk bad about him because he's gone. But the thing about it is, McDaniel only gave him 51 targets.
Yeah, so, because he can't fucking run routes and he can't block.
What is that? That's a testimony. The fact that he got 51 targets is a testimony to the fact that he's fucking soft as fuck, and they didn't want to give him the ball.
So you're saying Gesicki doesn't have that Josh Allen trait, right?
No,
that dog.
Yeah,
right.
He's not a dog.
That's right.
Nah, he's not a dog. He's a
That's
fucking
right.
finesse guy. He goes, oh, look at the one-handed catches I can make at the 40-yard
Right.
line. And then we get to the fucking red zone, and the ball hits him in the hands twice, and he drops it. And one hits him in the fucking hands, then hits him in the
He'll look
face
good.
mask, and then he
He'll look
drops it in the
great
end zone.
in preseason practice.
Hi, Willie. How you doing, Willie Bateman?
What's up?
There.
What's up, Willie?
That motherfucker
He's
high
on
as shit
mute.
right now. He forgot he on mute. He even know. I'm telling you, he high as shit. He probably even know he's on mute. Anyways, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. I'm drinking some. Well, you know what? I ain't telling y'all what I'm drinking because I ain't sponsored by them, so it gets my ass.
Happy St. Patty's
There
Day.
you go, Big Philly. Fuck them. If they don't want to pay you, don't say the name.
Hey,
That's
you
right,
want to
Big
pay
Philly.
me? I ain't there yet, but eventually when I get there, when y'all want to pay me, you let me know.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patty's Day, boys.
Bro, I didn't
Cheers,
even know.
by the way. Cheers.
Cheers, but I didn't even fucking
Cheers.
know. They came into work. I was at work, bro. And some lady comes up. She goes, the FedEx lady comes up to me. She goes, "What's today?" And I go, "The 17th." She goes, "No, what's the day?" And it said, "Friday, the 17th." She goes, "No, it's St. Patrick's Day." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't fucking know." As you can see, I'm not even wearing green.
Bro, I didn't even realize it either, Big Philly.
She's trying
All
to give you
my-
a pinch, Big Philly.
Big Philly, all my kids were running around with like fucking green wigs and hats and necklaces and shit. And the wife even made the traditional corned beef hash or whatever the fuck that was. I still didn't realize it was St. Patrick's Day. I thought it was tomorrow, man. I've been free agency's getting to me.
See, I'm like y'all. I didn't have any idea until I woke up this morning and I got my 5-year-old dressed. I'm like, why in the fuck did my wife lay out this fucking ginormous green tutu? And I was like, oh, fuck, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know how y'all get that fucking corn hash.
Corned
shit
beef.
out.
Yeah, nah, it's corned beef. It's
That
corned
corned
beef and
beef.
cabbage, and I
That's
don't
some
eat
white
that
people shit.
nasty bomb. Nah,
Corned beef cabbage. That's right.
yeah, it's corned
that's
beef
some white
cabbage.
people
I'm
shit.
sorry, and even my wife jokes with me. She goes, "Well, you didn't grow up poor," and I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I grew up poor or not. I
grew
am
up
not
poor and I didn't
fucking
eat that
eating
shit.
meat that comes out of a goddamn can like I'm a fucking dog. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
No.
Hey,
What kind of
talking
corned
about
beef cabbage are you eating, CT? It's fucking brisket.
No, it was a joke. It was
Oh,
because it smells. It smells like dog food. That's what I was.
That shit, dude. Me talking about it, I gotta go to the bathroom, bro. I might have the runs because me talking about it, I'm already like, oh, stomach.
I'm
No,
just saying.
it is a brisket. It is a brisket, straight
No,
up.
I know.
If a brisket ain't smoked, it's not a brisket.
It's a brisket.
It's like corned out. I don't know how they do it, bro.
My best friend's dad, he was doing DJ stuff on the side for the Moose Lodge. He was an older guy. Bro, every time we go up there for St. Patty's Day or whatever, and he be DJing and they'd have it, it's not my cup of tea, dude. I'm good. Thanks.
I'm good, bro. That's nasty shit.
Yeah. I tried it out of respect, but then the next day you got the
I ain't
shit
even trying that shit.
and your fucking farts smell like you fucking you got fucking roadkill up your
I
ass.
hate you, Big Philly. If I'm eating a brisket, I want a fucking Texas style brisket, barbecue.
If it ain't smoked,
Yeah, no doubt.
For a minimum of 12 hours, if that person that made it ain't sweating because he's been on the pit all day,
overnight.
Hold on, 12 hours. I smoke brisket. 12 hours. What size brisket are you putting in the smoker?
That's
7,
low.
8
Right?
pounders.
Amicus?
7, 8
well,
pounders.
Amicus, if you didn't know, I'm a little cook connoisseur here. So,
here we go. Talk to him, Amicus.
I'm just saying, throw that bad boy at 225, man, and
for how long do you cook yours, Amicus?
depends on the pounds. I mean, you're looking at what, an hour and a half per pound for a brisket?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half per pound.
Yep.
I did mine. I don't
Sometimes I do mine lower and I'll let it cook longer.
Yeah, so I don't recall the weight of the brisket because I did it 2 years ago for Super Bowl, but I did smoke a brisket with hickory wood.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did it for, if I'm not mistaken, it was 8 hours.
That's what I do. I do an 8-hour smoke. Yep.
It was an 8-hour smoke.
And you wrap that bitch.
Yeah. So it was 4 hours wrapped. 4 hours. 4 hours. No. So I started off not wrapped. So I started it off unwrapped. 4 hours on applying. I think it was apple cider vinegar with water.
Yep.
And once every hour, I sprayed it down, and then I wrapped it up, bumped up the heat. It was at 225. Bumped up the heat to 325 for an hour at like that 4 hour mark, and then I dropped it back down to 225 for another 4 hours wrapped. And then that butcher paper,
yep.
I lathered that bitch in that apple cider vinegar with water. And I let that cook for another 4 hours. Then I took it out and let it rest for 2 hours.
Damn.
So that's 10 hours in. So it was served at game time. And then we did brisket tacos because I do tacos. So I did Texas style brisket tacos with coleslaw on top.
You only have to let it rest for 30 minutes, though. You don't have to do 2 hours.
Well, yeah, but they say the longer you rest,
nasty
the better it is.
shit.
The longer it rests, the better it is. So I sat there for 2 hours letting it rest. It wrapped. It never came out the wrap.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. The past 3 Thanksgivings we've been doing. Well, I have been not grilling, but smoking the fucking turkey, right? Hickory smoked turkey, and we'll never go back to traditional style turkey on Thanksgiving. It will always be hickory smoked turkey.
I like hickory, but the
applewood.
The applewood is good too. I had a buddy of mine who did his brisket with the applewood, and then
I like applewood for burgers.
Yeah, applewood is good with burgers, but turkey as well. But you can mix it up.
Well, I was saying he did an actual brisket, and instead of using the apple cider and vinegar, he did what did they do? They call it the sweet and spicy, where it's honey and a little bit of
red pepper.
No, it's the oh my God, that jalapeno juice. Like they make it into like a glaze, right?
Okay.
They do the applewood, and then they put the jalapeno in with the honey, and they fucking glaze it, and then they wrap it, and they smoke that bitch for like 8-10 hours. Oh my God, that shit was fucking banging. The crust on it was freaking amazing.
Dude, I watched
the bark.
The bark, yeah. I follow this dude on TikTok, and he did 4 briskets. He smoked each brisket in a trigger, but all different binders. So some people I use mustard as a binder. I don't taste the mustard when I'm done.
Some of the nasty fucks use mayo, and that shit's nasty.
So he did one with mustard, one with mayo, one with ketchup, and the other one, it was some weird fucking, I forgot what it was. I want to say it was barbecue sauce, but no, it was something else. I forgot what it was.
Okay.
But anyways, he actually said out of all 4 binders, the best binder was ketchup.
Damn.
The best.
Well, you know, Big Philly, what a master chef said to me one time. I asked him, I was like, man, what's the key to cooking and everything, right? And he said, true culinary arts, cooking, is really based on the sauces. Period.
Yep.
And trial and error.
You can only cook a fucking piece of meat so many ways.
Exactly.
Right?
I heard
my 18-year-old, he's in culinary, and that's the same thing his chef tells him all the time is he goes, how come we cut up and we prep the chicken and we prep all this shit all the same way, but it's always just that day we're gonna have a different thing with a different sauce, but everything's prepped the same way. And
it's all about the sauce.
That's all about the sauce. Is, bro, we're here for production. We're here to feed people. We're gonna cook the fucking meats the same fucking way every time. The difference.
Although that's interesting about it. about the binder. I've heard of mayonnaise was a really good binder. I've heard that in the past.
I've heard that too, but the premise though is because mayo is made with the eggs
Yeah.
and it has the high fat content
Right. So
that it's supposed to keep it juicy and it's supposed to
right.
stick
That's
a
what
little
you
bit
hear.
better. But the thing is I've heard as well in the same thing because I watch them too. I go down the rabbit hole on YouTube sometimes. I watch the cooking competitions where they go out and they fucking do like the St. Louis barbecue competition and shit.
Yep.
Anyway, the guy, he was like, he goes, yeah, it keeps it more juicy, but the problem is it what's the word? It saturates the bark and it doesn't get it as crispy.
It didn't.
Well,
Because
speaking of mayonnaise, man, go ahead and like next time you smoke anything or grill anything, take your corn, peel back that stalk, and put mayonnaise on that and wrap it back up.
Ooh, I've heard it. I've never done the corn, but yeah.
I don't know about that, bro.
Well,
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
You can also do the Mexican style with that. You have that and it's similar to mayonnaise, but it's like a Mexican one because you could do like the Mexican street corn like that too, with like the white, the grated white cheese and
they dip it in the white cheese, dude. I love that.
Yo, what's good, Willie? I see you back. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up, man? What's happening? What's good, fella?
Yeah, bro, what you up to, man?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah,
What's happening?
I like that, but real quick to finish that up, bro. Them fucking them corn on the cobs dipped in that fucking that queso cheese, bro. Oh my god, that's fucking bad.
I've never had that. I'm gonna try that.
Bro,
Yeah, I did.
Sweet. You get the sweet, and you get the salty, and you get the creamy. All at this, bro. It's fucking banging, dude.
Dude, we do it. I do it when I did my tacos. When I would sell
Y'all,
tacos.
y'all sound like y'all got the munchies over here. God dang.
Oh, bro, we all
smoking.
Yeah, we cooking. We cooking, baby.
We cooking on the fins and in the kitchen, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But
So I take y'all like that burial signing, huh?
Yeah.
We did. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, and I like that signing. And Amicus kind of made up a good point where after Buffalo released McKenzie, what do you think Miami would be a good spot for him? And I was like, yeah, if it wasn't for Barrios, if Barrios wasn't here, then yes, but because we have him, no. So we went over that a little bit. We talked a little bit about Aaron Rodgers and his situation. And we talked a little bit about the Raiders situation with Jimmy Garoppolo. So we covered a bit. Lamar situation.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question. If because again, guys, Aaron Rodgers said it himself. He intends
Fuck that guy.
For the New York Jets. So if Green Bay cannot trade or will not accept the compensation for Aaron Rodgers, and the Jets are left with just Zach Wilson, do you think the Jets offer Lamar Jackson what he wants and gives up those 2 first-round picks? What's going on, King? I see you in the chat. What's going on, man?
That sounds like a desperate move.
Yeah, absolutely agree. It's absolutely desperate, but that's because the Jets at that point, if they don't sign Aaron Rodgers, they are going to be fucking desperate because they don't want fucking Zach Wilson to play.
The one guy they don't want to play, he's going to end up playing.
Yo, King, I don't know what you're talking about, dude, but nobody's up here downing the franchise, nor are they downing Tua. So we haven't even mentioned Tua until you just dropped it in the comments. So I don't know. I know you just jumped
King DTA, what's up, my guy?
He sent the wrong message to the wrong group. That's what it was.
Yeah. I think so because I haven't mentioned anything.
Oh shit, trolling.
What's going on, CB? It's just funny because King DTA, Lewis, and now CB. So hey, What's going on, CB83, man? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm not sure
Hop
what's going
on,
on.
CB. If you got some time, bro, hop on. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
J2, bro.
Let's
He's
get
always
it.
welcome.
Yeah, come on, bro. I'm just curious because I like the Barrios signing, but the one thing that I feel like the Dolphins have lacked since, oh God, fucking Aronde Gadsden and Chris Chambers is a nice, dominant big guy. We had Devontae Parker, but the dude could never stay healthy. And it's like, I get it. Mike
What about the
McDaniel's
rookie?
offense,
Oh,
you
well,
want to
ain't
be
no rookie.
gun, you want to be running gun and, have all these fast guys. But, bro, you got to have that possession wide receiver. And we just don't.
Isn't that what's his name? That he was a rookie last year? Last name starts with an E.
Eric Izukama, yeah. But Izukama didn't play a single fucking down all year.
Right, yeah, he didn't play anything, but I mean,
yeah, our fucking second round pick did not play one fucking
But
snap.
he will this year, bro. He will this
he
year.
has some size though, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he
He has some
does.
size.
So we'll see.
He doesn't fucking play. I guarantee you that Wes Welker's getting fired
and
because
that's
that was
why it's like-
Wes Welker's little pet project.
Oh,
And that's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
they drafted
like-
him easy E. My bad. Go ahead, Big Philly.
No, you're good. No, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I was saying earlier. That's going to be our two big guys. Him and Cedric will be probably the two biggest wide receivers we have.
Bro, you really think Cedric
unless,
Wilson's going to be on this team week 1?
I don't know. I think he might be trade bait in the draft. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's trade bait in the draft, bro. I agree 1,000%.
Trade bait. Hell yeah, he is.
Want to get rid of that $6 million off the books. They want to get that $6 million off the books, and if they could trade him and say get a 6th or 7th rounder for him, bro, they'll take it in a heartbeat. Greer will take that in a fucking heartbeat.
My boy Braylon Sanders is about to have this WR3 sewed up. Y'all don't know about Braylon Sanders, man. That kid's a beast.
We'll see.
You'll see. You'll see.
I agree with CB83. I wanted to bring Sherfield back, just for the fact that dude is a fucking excellent blocker. The dude, he's not a number 3. He's a good number 4 and number 4, number 5 guy. The dude can block, and he's got decent speed and ability to fucking catch. But
I've been watching Braylon Sanders since he was a freshman at Ole Miss. This kid could not be covered in the SEC. By the time he was a senior, he started off as WR3 with AJ Brown and DK Metcalf, and he was WR3 on the side getting mad balls. And he evolved, and he was a beast. By the time he was a senior, they couldn't guard him. They could not guard Braylon Sanders in the SEC. So look out for it.
We're going to go. Do you really think, and where is he going to go in the draft? And do you realistically see us drafting him?
Braylon Sanders is on the team, dude.
You were just saying that Ole Miss. Okay, never mind. No,
I'm talking about Braylon Sanders, our boy that's already on the team, undrafted, that we brought in last year.
Okay.
That's who I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about somebody else. I'm like, from Ole Miss. And
no, Braylon Sanders is from Ole Miss, undrafted, came in last year. I've been telling everybody's talking about Easy, this and that. Braylon Sanders is about to be Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Braylon Sanders. That's going to be our lineup. Believe it.
Hey, I'm down with it. Bring back Sherfield as that number 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good with it.
So that's all.
I guess we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out in training camp.
He got great until he figures out how to, wipe his ass without getting shit in his eye and getting pink eye all year.
CB83 knows. He said he's a diamond. He knows. Braylon Sanders is a diamond.
They dropping some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out, because, again, look, man, during the day when you guys are running these Twitter spaces and where a lot of these shows are going on, I'm at work. So yesterday I was I was on the Finzaholic and all this positivity, which I found that shit fucking hilarious because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm sitting over here listening to fucking Lewis, and I'm just waiting for the blow up, and he's all positive, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But it was probably the funniest shit I've ever been a part of. But this dude with King DTA, man, only positivity from here on out.
You know,
Bro,
all they
what-
were doing was
Hey,
What happened?
DT,
no, damn
What
right. All they were
happened on
doing
that
was
Twitter
trolling
space
that
that you
kid.
guys are
Stop
like
it.
that right now? That's what I'm trying to figure out because I was not there, so I worked during the day, but
hey,
I'm just
DTA, not to be negative, but Shell might be coming to Buffalo. Just saying.
listen, bro. Listen, we don't. Well, I mean, it is possible. It is possible, but you know, if Miami's smart with the current roster we have, they better sign somebody.
Yeah,
They
the
better sign
thing is
somebody real
at
quick.
his contract, I mean, again, depending on what Buffalo's fucking offering him. Now, if Buffalo is that damn desperate that they're gonna give him $5-6 million a fucking year, you go right on ahead, big dog. You pay that fucking backup fucking
Yeah,
right
pay him.
tackle $5-6 million. But
Nah, don't get all crazy now. We're not doing all that. Nah,
if
be a nice little cheap deal.
if we could get him back, say at 1.52 million, all fucking day. All fucking day. Bro, he already knows we're Super Bowl bound.
No, we are. Well, hold up.
Bro, we're coming to whoop the Bills' ass and then going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Listen. I'm superstitious, so don't jinx it. Knock on
come
wood.
on. You
No,
believe in
I
that?
am
You
superstitious.
believe in that?
I'm a Dolphins
I am
fan.
too, but not
You know
like
how
that.
much times I've been let down growing up? Nah, bro. Look, I love my fans.
We all know that the reality is we always win the fucking off season. We always got the fucking Super Bowl roster in fucking
No, we do
March.
No,
The
hold on.
problem
Y'all
is
not
shit.
doing this to me. No. I'm gonna balance this shit out real quick. Buffalo has a second-year OC who obviously sucks. All right, Josh Allen's a turnover machine. The fucking guy has no finesse. He gets a little dancy in the pocket. I mean, this team is trending down.
Oh,
And
look,
I think it's the Dolphins in first place. I think the Jets in second.
Amicus is pulling a freaking DTA to Lewis gun. No. Normally I say we're trending up, but today I'm gonna troll you. We're gonna play the
Amicus,
the
you
Bills
saying the
suck
Dolphins are trending down?
No, the Dolphins are trending up. The Bills are done, bro. We're in cap hell. I mean, we've kicked the can down the road. We are fucked for the next decade.
He's being sarcastic.
Well, you're right, though.
I gotta get new internet service, bro. It's just
At least he
not-
said, "Fuck it." If you gonna say it, I'll take it.
You're fucking right, bro.
He's gonna cut that. He's gonna cut that, Amicus, and on y'all's first fucking show.
Oh, you wouldn't do me like that. He wouldn't do me like that.
Bro, I got my first glimpse of the anti-Pete yesterday. That shit was the funniest shit I ever seen in my entire life. That kid, oh my god, that kid was a trip. Oh man, Todd's back.
Tough for sure.
Dude,
Tough for him.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all watched that show last night, bro, but oh, it was the funniest shit. Yo, King, I know you're there, but yo, that was some funny shit with that kid yesterday. That's all I gotta say.
I apologize for dipping out. I had somebody who locked their keys in the car and they needed an $80 ride home.
Damn.
Well, it's called money.
He said, "Let me go make this money. Money.
$80 for 35 minutes is not bad.
Nah,
give me that.
Oh, give me a Jimmy. I would have done it for free.
No, I had to drive him home to get a spare key because his family didn't know where he was at, and none of them spoke English. We had to use my translator the whole way there.
What is he, Spanish?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are my people.
We gotta get Todd them headphones that automatically fucking convert it for him, translate it for him.
Necesito un ride. Yo, Manzo.
But you know what's funny is 9 out of 10 times I will never ever take money, or I mean, you got to pay me up front for a ride that long, that far. But I don't know.
How far? How far? How far?
22. It was
minutes.
20 miles, 35 minutes.
You said you're saying they got to pay you up front?
It was with our job. Yes, you got to pay up front on those rides because we've had people just jump out the cab when you get there and leave.
Damn. All right.
Hey,
But
Hey, you know Josh Allen teabagged Ramsey.
But I trusted this kid because he showed me where his car was in the parking lot with the flash. His keys were locked. We were looking at it. I got a picture of his license plate, so I was like, "All right, let's go."
Y'all know Josh Allen teabagged Ramsey, right? Go look it up. It's on YouTube.
Hey, bro. All I gotta say is, TD got a point. King DTA got a point. Hypothetically speaking, Tua did do that thing to Josh Allen last year. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I will say one other thing. You know that new safety we got? You see the way
my buddy from Tennessee?
No, the guy from Detroit, the safety.
Oh yeah, the guy who's playing in Texas.
The guy who knocked the hell out of King Henry.
But hold on.
Hold on. What happens if Josh Allen breaks free where he can get a free lick?
Todd, I saw the same video. Okay, you guys do realize that when he hurdled, he was stumbling when he got hit, right?
Not only that, the dude hit him up at the shoulders and he bent his back backward. It's not like he smacked him and knocked him, delivered a big hit.
I understand, but this guy's going to knock the hell out of Josh Allen.
Now, again, I give him credit for fucking, putting his shoulder in there against Derrick Henry, but let's not act like it's a fucking, Timmons type hit or a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like
Bo Jackson.
Hey, hold on. What's the best hit you've ever seen? What's the best hit you've ever seen?
Bo Jackson when he ran over.
I got one that'll beat all of you.
Christian Okoye.
Against Michigan when he knocked the fucking dude's goddamn helmet off and it bounced 15 yards downfield.
Hey, hold up.
Christian Okoye, Steve
Atwater. When Steve Atwater, who is half the size of Christian Okoye, man, he put a lick on Okoye. Okoye went backwards.
Bro, Steve Atwater was a monster.
Yes, he did.
I got one that beats all of y'all. Pat White's hit. That dude got sick. That dude got hit so hard he retired.
Who?
Pat White. Remember, it was
Pat White.
What's his name? The guy that fucking hit him. He was running out of bounds, and he started to slow down. And the guy still came in and knocked him the fuck out, even though he knew Pat White was running out of bounds. But bro, he got fucking knocked the fuck out and never played football again.
Yeah, but you want to know something? Look how big Pat White was. Christian Okoye was a 250-pound running back getting put backwards.
I'm just saying that Buddy got knocked the fuck out.
I know, but Christian Okoye was 250. Atwater was maybe 220. And Atwater.
The Bills is like a boxer having 0-win record out of 15 professional.
Hey, did y'all?
Damn, DTA coming at the boy Amicus hard. Come on, man.
That's a good one. But you know what, King? Amicus is friendly fire, bro. Now, if this was Mark up here, dude, 100%, bro. Roast his ass.
Hey, hold up. Not just Mark.
Mark's probably watching.
I would say any Bills. I would say any Bills player except for Amicus.
Yeah, bro. Amicus cool peoples, man.
Amicus, I give you a little props. A little. Like I told you before. Like I told you before, you got 3 brain cells compared to their 2. At least you got the referee in between.
I like Amicus. Amicus, you said you're a chef? Is that what you said?
I'm sorry. Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
You said you're a chef? You said you were a chef?
No. I'm not a chef, but Listen, the wife does the kitchen thing. I do the grill thing. We have our separate rooms, our separate departments.
Okay.
I feel you on that one, Abacus. I feel you. King DTA say, y'all boys, y'all know this.
Yeah, absolutely. King GTA, that's my guy.
It don't need to be said. You don't even need an explanation. I got you.
You know what? Talking trash is all good. I just don't like it when some of the others get personal. That's when it pisses me off.
Right.
And I've seen Mark lately get personal with some people.
Mark did? Who did he get personal with? Put a name on it.
I forget, but he was calling people a retard. It was just getting like, whoa, hold up now. You could say the point's bad, but don't start getting like where you're calling people retarded people jack. You know what I mean?
Hey, Todd, he's been like that. He's been like that since he showed up on the scene. Mark don't give a fuck. He really don't. Right. Which, in a way, I kind of respect that. But in another way, it's very disrespectful. He disrespected me. He fucking capped on me too. But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
that's how he rolls. That is how he rolls.
And the other guy, who's the other guy?
Mike K. Is that?
Mike K, man. Yeah, Mike. The shit he has said to Pam in the past. Dude, I'd beat his ass.
That's not cool.
I would beat his ass if I saw him in person.
Hey, don't fuck with Pam. I haven't seen Pam up on panels like that as much.
I know.
Don't fuck with Pam. Don't fuck with Miss Fans. Don't fuck with the ladies.
No, the shit that he said to Miss Pam, I would have beat his ass in person, literally.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what happened to Miss Fans? I haven't seen her in a minute, bro.
I know. Hey, y'all heard about our boy Paris Love, right?
No.
Oh yeah. He's sick. He's in the hospital still.
Well, he's waiting for the results to see it. He's right now, as of right now, he's waiting for the results to see if he needs immediate heart surgery.
I heard you talking about that. Who is that, Todd? I don't even know who that is.
Go on YouTube, man.
He's a super fan, man. He's super fan.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a super fan, and he's an incredible human being, man, with the stuff he does for people.
He's doing what Dolph Freaky did. He's running for Fan of the Year for next year.
What's his name?
Paris Love.
Paris Love, yeah.
Paris Love?
Dolphin 305 is his YouTube.
Love or like just Paris Love?
Paris Love.
It was a joke. Paris Hilton. Sorry. God damn.
I got it right here. Dolphins.
Yo, CB, bro, I ain't no Dolphins fan, dog. Don't be checking my fandom, bro, because everybody don't get all butthurt. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I'm looking at. I got Paris Love pulled up, so he's all right.
He's doing, man. Shout out to him.
Really?
And his family.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he doesn't need the surgery. They just give him the medication. He has an enlarged heart.
Yeah.
All right.
That boy like the Grinch. His heart grew 3 sizes too big.
Prayers up.
Yeah.
Sorry, he'll be all right. Hopefully, prayers to his family. That's all you can do. Shoot prayers.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I was joking. He was joking with me. He says, "Man, I'm gonna come up to Jacksonville, pick you up in this Hummer, the new Hummer he got with the Dolphins."
No, he ain't. You know how much money he gonna spend on gas just going up to fucking Jacksonville in a Hummer? Fuck that.
I told his ass, you better get well. I'm still waiting for that damn ride.
Fuck that. You better fly. Oh, that Mark was a Dolphins fan and now he's a Bills fan. My bad. Yo, remember, man, I came in late into the scene with all y'all peoples, bro. So I'm still learning all this shit, learning people, There's actually a funny story with CB not with CB, but it involves CB. Gordito, for those of you guys who don't know, Todd knows, CT knows, but Gordito is my younger brother. And, I was thinking probably 6 months prior to when I actually started the show to do this podcasting. And I didn't. Then my brother sends me out all these messages about, at the time it was the Miami Sports Fanatics, and with Batman and Gio and all them. So, anyways, we go to a tailgate Season starts. I'm already like 3 months into podcasting. Season starts. I go to the first tailgates, the home opener, and my brother's introducing me to somebody. And again, I've only probably interacted with Von Joe and CB probably like 2 or 3 times, if that. And normally I'm not really paying attention. So my brother walks me up to a tall black man, big dude, muscles and all that. And he goes, "Well, yo, this is CB." And then Von Joe goes, "I ain't CB, I'm Von Joe." And I looked at my brother, I'm like, "Yo, I want to backhand your ass for fucking getting people fucking confused and shit. I look like a goddamn idiot, making me fucking tell this dude, 'Hey, what's going on, CB?' Because I didn't even fucking know. I wasn't paying attention. So I fucking felt like an idiot afterwards. But anyways, that's my story when it comes to Von Joe. So now I know.
You should be used to feeling that way, man.
No, that shit was so fucking annoying. Bro, I wanted to backhand my little brother back, bro. I was like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck wrong with you, man? You got me over here."
No, CT, did you just hear that? You heard what I said, right? And you see how he reacted? He is used to it, obviously.
My brother, man. It's my brother. My little brother always give me a headache.
No, I'm saying you should feel used to being an idiot, feeling like an idiot.
Fuck you. I ain't all used to being like, fuck you, man. Hey, by the way, I forgot to do it to you. That's for you.
I figured.
I forgot because
we
you
can
came
barely
on the
hear
show.
it, by the way.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't know. Y'all dropping in the chat. I wish I could drop a poll. Do y'all think that Duke Riley is better than Jerome Baker?
Watch Duke Riley be on the team if we trade Baker, and you'll be like, "God,
I don't care." That's not what I asked. Hey, Duke Riley, hey, they can cut him right now. It's not because of his talent. It's because of his salary.
No, you know what the problem is with Baker, honestly? My biggest problem is we don't run a system that benefits him.
No, you're right.
He is the perfect 4-3 outside linebacker.
You're right. That's what he excels at.
And unfortunately, with our systems, he's so out of place that he just doesn't look right out there. He's not able to do what he's supposed to do.
But
bro,
again,
do you think that he's a prototypical 4-3 outside backer? You are crazy. Because again,
I'm talking about blitzing from the outside. You know how
he can't play the fucking run. He can't
cover. Hey, hold up, CT. The reason why I say 4-3 is you have 4 linemen up front taking up those blockers, so he doesn't have to deal with all those blockers that he has to in a 3-4.
Well, he does still, because if they're running it off the edge, he's going to have a fucking pulling guard or a pulling fucking center that's going to meet him in open space.
CT, what's his best thing? Blitzing.
His best thing is fucking blitzing. But the thing is Vic Fangio doesn't blitz. So essentially, as of right now, Baker is absolutely fucking useless in this system. Absolutely useless. Because we have Chubbs and we have JP. Bro, we have no fucking reason for him to be on this fucking team. None.
I agree completely.
None.
No, but my question was,
and we're paying him $14 million a year to fucking do nothing.
But CT, my question wasn't, does he fit the system? My question was, is Jerome Baker better than Duke Riley?
Fuck no. But no, wait a minute.
I would take Duke Riley in this system over Baker.
No, Jerome Baker.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
You're asking specifically who's more talented. Then yes, Baker is more talented.
Hold up. I will give you Jerome Baker as more talent. The problem is he's never fit a system that we have more than Duke Riley, which is why I said Duke Riley would end up getting more playing time.
I hear you on that. Well, that's on the coaches.
You got to include, but you also got to include again. Everybody tries to give me this fucking bullshit narrative about how many tackles he has. Yes, the guy's fast. After he misses the first tackle, he could turn around, run 10 yards down the field, and catch up and tackle you.
And you know what bothers me the most about him? He has so much athletic ability, and he still covers like a 300-pound defensive lineman in coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's a
the
good
thing is
player, man. He's a
has
good
the
football
sideline
player.
to
No,
sideline
he's more
speed.
of an athlete than he is a football
Yeah,
player. That's the
that's the
issue.
whole
Well,
point. Is
yeah,
he has the
yeah.
speed to go
I
sideline to
don't know
sideline and make
about that.
tackles 5-10 yards down the field, but he doesn't have the fucking power to fucking be engaged in run stopping and
Hey,
in coverage. He's a
Well, the
fucking
problem,
buffoon. Bro,
another problem is
after
he had,
5 yards downfield,
look
he's
who
useless in coverage.
CT. Look who's been scheming him up. Josh fucking Boyer. You know, let's get a real coach in there and watch him scheme the motherfucker up.
And I can agree with that, but all I'm saying is based on what he's shown us. And again, the dude is an athletic freak. He's fast as fuck.
Oh,
He
he's a
can go all over
beast.
the field.
I
But the
think he's.
problem
I
is
think he's one of the. I think he's one of the
that's the
best
problem is
players
he's
on
not
our
powerful.
defense.
But the thing is, he's not powerful. Yeah, he's the best player on our defense because he has 140 tackles. And let's go fucking let's do
one
a
of the
review.
best
I'd love
players.
to know how many are tackle for losses, how many are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and how many are after
Yeah.
5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Probably
I
quite
guarantee
a
you
bit.
80%, 80 fucking percent of them, he makes tackles 5 or more yards downfield. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's a good fucking linebacker. That
5
just
or
means
more.
he can fucking catch up to someone once they pass him.
Well, that's key in a fucking 3-4 defense, right? If you're fucking
No,
playing.
the fucking key is if you're that outside backer, if you're going to be put into coverage, you want to fucking you want to stay over the top and make the guy work underneath you where you're a fast guy. You could try to undercut the route, not fucking try to play underneath of him or physical with him when Jerome Baker is another fucking tight end, Gesicki, who's a puss. And bro, he gets in there. He doesn't weigh enough. He gets thrown around by blockers. Wide receivers fucking just break his ankles because he's not good in coverage after 5 yards. Bro, he's pointless. The only thing that Baker does is he'll run all over the field and make tackles, but he doesn't make a play to begin with. He's always the cleanup guy. That's the problem.
I mean,
Now you want to know what I will give Baker credit for, though? Is he will play anywhere the coaches want with no arguing.
I agree, but I'm not paying him $14 million a year to not be a playmaker. You're just a fucking cleanup guy. I'm not playing a cleanup guy $14 million a year. That's ridiculous.
But we are.
Exactly. Which is ridiculous.
I don't think he's a cleanup guy, but we are. So,
bro, he's a cleanup guy. Stop it.
I don't know, bro, because at the end of the day, whether they're 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage or 50 yards upfield, a tackle is a tackle.
Yeah, but what happens if, again,
leads the team in tackles consistently since we drafted him?
I agree. I'm not disagreeing that once the guy gets his arms on somebody, the problem is he's not physical enough to engage fucking linemen or even tight ends that fucking
okay, so my question is,
who did we lose to Pittsburgh?
Hold on. Let me ask you this, CT. How many linebackers in the league right now that you can name are physical enough to take on a linebacker? I mean, a lineman. There's not a lot of them because a lot of teams
quite
now.
a few of them, bro.
There's not a lot.
Bro, Jermaine Pratt does it. Bobby Wagner fucking does it. And I'm just giving you fucking guys that were free agents.
Right.
There are plenty of them. And in addition to them being physical enough to make tackles against the lineman or a tight end or disengage from them, not only do they have that ability, but they can fucking cover too.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you give a Landon Roberts $12 million a year?
Hell no.
Well, he just led our team in tackles, had more plays at the line of scrimmage, and had an interception this year.
Now, again, do I think he outperformed that $4.5 million contract? Absolutely. Does he bring value to the team for the price we paid for him? Absolutely. However, and again, me and Von Joe have said this shit at nauseum about fucking Landon Roberts. The thing is he makes plays he should, right? And then there are plays he should make that he totally just fucking doofs up on. And
He picks the
let me
wrong
finish
hole.
this pick. He does. He picks the wrong hole, but he also gets beat sometimes where he cheats inside, but then the run goes outside. Baker gets fucking blocked, and guess what? A Landon Roberts ass isn't fast enough to get over there to get the edge. So the thing is, though, is when a Landon Roberts screws up, almost always it's in key positional plays. Like, you get a fucking 3rd and 5. Oh, well, Landon Roberts picks the wrong hole and they get 6 fucking yards for a first down. That's what makes a Landon Roberts so frustrating is it's the consistency, but it's also when it's a big play and you're the one that fucking gave that big play up, guess what? People are going to fucking harp on that because those plays stick in their mind. Does that make sense?
All I'm saying, bro, is that if you expect him to go up against linemen, then he needs to put on another 10 pounds.
Yeah, I agree. And I've said that. I said that the fucking first year we drafted him. I said he needs to get in the weight room, give me 10, 15 pounds more muscle, and let me get him on a different diet that'll fucking keep him at a little bit higher of a weight. Because again, I can add 15 pounds of muscle, but I can also add 5 pounds of fat, and he can still fucking be an athletic freak. But
he would lose a little bit of speed, but he would lose a little bit of speed, but not enough to matter.
Not really. In all honesty, nah. If you add 10, 15 more pounds of muscle and you're doing it correctly, your circuit training, you're doing upper body, lower body, core, everything, you're doing it the right fucking way, bro.
You might get faster.
Yeah, well, very rarely do people get faster from strength training. It's more about technique is what makes you faster per se, being better biomechanically. But absolutely, he can be as good, if not slightly better. But it's not, crazy. It's not like he's going to get way faster. No, but he might get a little bit faster.
Hey, TB question. Do you mean, I don't know if you're still here, but do you mean if you're going to the home opener for Miami or you're going up to Buffalo for the first game? Because I see that, you were kind of talking to Amicus because Amicus asked if you all were coming up. So I'm just curious.
What is the schedule this year? They haven't even brought it up. We don't know what.
I think the schedule drops next month or May. Yeah. I think May.
It's April.
It's April. It's usually before the draft.
Batman said it's normally like a week or two before the draft.
Yeah, it's normally, yeah.
Because that's how they pump up the draft, They give you the fucking schedule, everybody's buzzing, and then you go into the draft.
Hey,
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Yeah. What's up, Evan? What?
When Buffalo comes down to Miami to play y'all, I might go to that game.
Okay.
I might hit y'all up.
Come up. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But
y'all can show me how y'all do it Miami style.
But you're in South Carolina, right?
I'm in South Carolina, yeah.
Hey,
I don't think we play the Panthers.
Fort Myers, come on down. I got you.
You gotta go to Fort Myers.
Yeah, that would be a good time, man. I might do that. I was planning on going to Miami last year, but it didn't work out. So I just may do it.
It's in like November.
Hey, just hang with the guys. Like I said, you're one of the cool Buffalo fans I can talk to and give shit to.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
They'll take care of you well there, man. You'll eat good because let me tell you, they have some good ass food going on in that tailgate. The music and don't bring your woman.
Oh no, she has to come. Yeah, she's got to go.
Oh well, then wear sunglasses so she doesn't see her eyes turning left and right.
Hey, now come on down. Hey, come on down. Have a party. Hey, without a couple of the games I went to, I went down where Stephen D. One of the very first games I went to was a Thursday night game against the Ravens, and Stephen D. and them were partying. down there, and
Yeah.
the whatever that setup they got going on. Do you go down there? They got drinks, they got food. You just go up there. Really, you don't have to pay for shit. You just go up there and give the guy $5.
Now they charge. So
Well,
How
no,
much?
no,
Yeah,
How
they
they
much is
charge
charge.
it?
now.
How much is
No,
it for
no.
the
Hear me
tailgate?
out. You go up there, you pay them. You give them like $20 and be like, "Hey, I'm right here."
it's like
Yeah,
$25 for limited food and drinks.
yeah. Then you get a popping, man. You get a popping. It's a great setup. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, I heard about it because JC, who's another Bills Mafia member, like
Yeah, he
we're
was
all
up
in the
here.
group
He was up
chat.
here during
Yeah,
Bill's
he-
Mafia.
Oh,
yeah,
another
he invited him down for that tailgate. And I was like, damn, you should have given me the invitation. I'd have taken you up on it. I'm not sure if JC would be able to get down there, but
But now
Nah, man, yeah.
there's multiple parties going on everywhere.
Yeah, I think we're
Like I,
trying. I'm trying to go to. I know for a fact I'm going to Baltimore. I'm trying to go to KC, and I'm trying to go to Philly. I'm trying to do 3 away games this year. So I'm probably I'm trying to do Philly, Baltimore, and Kansas City are the 3 games I'm looking to go away. And then the home games, I'm probably gonna get rid of the Pats game. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, I'll still go to the Jets game. If not, I'm getting rid of those tickets too.
oh, and real
I pick and choose the games I go to. I don't
and,
go to
and
every.
real quick, just so you know, me and the wife, we go to Florida twice every single year, so I already know the sunglass thing, bro. I always wear my sunglasses.
he said, bro, sometimes I wear 2 pairs just so she can't even think I'm looking one way or the other.
Exactly.
I ain't even worried about looking, man. I'm chilling. Dog. That's all I know. I'm just
Oh,
chilling.
come on, bro. It's all fun in the look, bro. Come on.
Dude. Hey, man.
Hey, you
hey,
can teach, you just
but
can't
after
dunk.
game,
You think
some
girls don't
of
look
them girls
too-
are wearing it. Oh my god!
Bro, come on. You don't think girls don't see that fucking hot ass dude walking down the fucking street, fucking reeking of
Shit.
cologne, making a
I'm
fucking
not. Hey,
second.
I'm not. I don't think like that. I'm not. I don't think like that.
Ah.
I see I see them looking at me when I'm walking down.
Yeah, Bleezy said I'm the pimp wearing the fucking obnoxious cologne.
I see them
shit.
looking at me.
Bleezy, I didn't even.
I said,
Bleezy, I
"Damn,
didn't
baby."
even see you up here, my friend. Good talking to you finally.
Hey, what's up, Todd? What's up, baby?
I still remember when Sharif was. I forgot what show he was on. I
Dude.
want to say Batman show.
I love
Sharif.
Sharif.
I love Sharif.
I love Sharif, but
Yeah.
if I hear Christian Wirth one more time out of him,
No,
Cerise
Louise,
Come
Caesar
on, bro.
Louise, or whatever the fuck.
That dude,
And I love him, bro.
came
I tell
out.
him all the time. And we even told him on show, though, we're like, bro, we're not roasting you. Damn, it's just look. And this is where I love this conversation, bro. We're not having the same cyclical fucking conversations on this show. It's always moving. It's always something different. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
you bring up the same shit every fucking, bro, like, we've already heard this shit for 5 fucking hours of our life. We don't need to keep repeating it. Let's move on to a different subject. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. I still love Sharif. I like a lot of his takes, but bro, when you said that same one just drives us fucking crazy, bro. If you've ever been on a channel, you've heard this same spiel 200 fucking times.
Yeah, but he truly does believe that will be the best fit for Miami, and that's why he's going to keep saying it. There's certain things,
but you can't go back and change it.
But where we've tried to have the conversation with them is, okay, we agree. We missed out on those guys. The thing is what are we going to do right now to fix the offensive line? And he still wants to talk about 5 years ago, and it's like, bro, let's focus on now.
He loves Caesar Ruiz or whatever.
Oh, no, it's Christian and Panay Sewell.
Yeah, and Panay Sewell.
And I'm sorry. I'm happy with that draft. Waddle made me happy with that draft. I'm good with it.
Yeah. Sewell, that dude though, bro. Sewell, that dude.
Hey, I wanted Kyle Pitts. I wanted Kyle Pitts in that draft.
Bro, but here's the thing, though, is just like with Panay Sewell, and this is where I'm afraid of trying to draft a guy in the second round this year is Bro, even Penei Sewell, as good as he was, the first 10 games of that first season, he fucking sucked.
He ain't all that, right?
And he got his
Yeah.
shit
He got
together,
pushed
and then he
around.
started becoming dominant.
He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a beast.
We don't have the option or the luxury of that time to let a new guy develop.
Right.
Guys, let me ask you something.
Repeatedly, go veteran O-line. Go veteran O-line. You know what you're getting. You know
Hey,
what
do me
you're
a favor.
got Slater.
Each person up here. Each person up here.
Picks though. Use your young picks on running backs, tight ends, skill position
Rashawn
guys.
Slater from the Chargers.
Hey, each person up here besides the Buffalo fan, well, he can answer if he wants. What's one offensive lineman the Dolphins should take in free agency right now that's left?
Oof. Coming up,
I like Williams.
I don't know what's left. I don't know what's left.
Hey, I like that guy Matt Fire from San Diego.
Okay, we'll take him. I'll take him. What position is he?
He plays guard, but he can take Liam Eichenberg's spot real quick.
I'll take him. Sign him.
Bro, what you talking about, Todd? Dan Freeney. You gonna take him?
Dan Freeney's the backup center.
I have my answer. Who's the offensive lineman on the Houston Texans practice squad? What's that guy's name?
Practice squad?
Yeah,
I don't know, but if he's on the practice squad, I ain't interested.
Yeah, take that one. Take that guy.
Yeah,
we'll let you have him. We'll let you have him.
You should pick that guy off of the fucking corner of Walmart and fucking Dick's a lot. Yeah, you should get that guy.
Just for that, I'm gonna go down to the Miami. Just for that, I'm gonna go down to the Miami Buffalo game just to dump a beer over his head.
There you go. Hey, we're Bills Mafia, bro. We do that on our own. Like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Tables. Amicus is going to be fucking knocked unconscious before the fucking game starts.
Amicus, how many tables have you flown through?
Yeah, I was going to say, fucking Amicus is going to be knocked the fuck out before anybody even gets to the game.
What I was going to say was that you see Todd's going to come up, he's going to dump the beer on Amicus, and then Amicus is going to fucking come back, and he's going to be like, woo! And then all of a sudden, Stephen Dean's going to be live on his show, right? So he's going to go, woo! And then he's going to jump right through Stephen Dean.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I will do it.
I'm not going to lie. I'd pay to see that shit.
I will fucking do it.
Hold up. Amicus, before you say you'll do this, be prepared to buy a brand new equipment once it all goes down.
Yeah, what's going to happen is Todd is going to show up and put Amicus in a fucking over his head and slam him in a table. That's what's going to happen.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that much hatred to Amicus yet.
Amicus, like the rest of the Buffalo Bills fans, they're like, the one that fucking jumped through the table, but they're going to be so goddamn hot bitching about how hot it is. They're going to have their little fucking blow up pools and shit. And one of their dumbasses is going to drown themselves in a fucking kiddie pool.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I don't live in Buffalo. I'm a South Carolina boy. So I'm used to the heat and the humidity.
I'm just saying, I said it was.
Dude, Miami is a whole different animal when it comes to heat.
I've lived in South Carolina and Miami. Yeah, Miami's like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 degrees hotter. But, bro, South Carolina, bro, we would get 95, 100-degree fucking days there consistently in the fucking summer.
And the humidity,
when I
the humidity is 100%.
When I played high school ball in West Palm, there was a couple days I had to go get hydrated again at the hospital because I would be puking up nothing but water.
Bro, Todd, CT is 100% correct. I've been to Miami a couple of times, and I go to Florida twice every year, so I'm familiar with it, right? There ain't much difference. In fact, I could make an argument for South Carolina because we'll hit 95, 98, 99, sometimes 100, and the humidity is 95% or more. It's fucking brutal.
Here's why, though. And the difference with Miami is because, you're surrounded by fucking 3 sides of fucking water. You always have a breeze. In South Carolina, you get breeze from the coast, but it's marshes just like the Everglades, right? So that fucking breaks a lot of that wind. Bro, it's not very windy in fucking South Carolina, dude. And it gets hot as fucking balls.
Hot
Bro,
as fuck.
you know in Miami, when we have those fucking days where there is no fucking breeze, it's just completely fucking still. And you know how brutal those days are? Bro, South Carolina has them consistently.
Every day.
Sea breeze.
Bro, like I'm dead serious. I was in Columbia, right? And we were going to a fucking Gamecock game. We were walking in the fucking stadium and our fucking flip-flops were fucking melting on the fucking asphalt. That's how fucking hot it was.
It's like napalm, man. I mean, you can't get it off. There's nothing you can do. It's the most miserable fucking feeling in the world. July, June, August, it's horrific.
You're drenched, bro. You're drenched constantly.
Yeah.
Well, we got serious fucking humidity, so that's our issue. But that shit'll dehydrate you real quick.
During parts of the year, it never goes below. It's always 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's hot here. It's hot there, bro. This is
I'm
South,
just saying, for the Bills Mafia in Buffalo, it would be a culture shock or a temperature shock, right? But not for this guy. Not for this guy.
No, you'd be a little bit more used to it than a Buffalo fan. I'll give you that.
He's the one pulling the dead Buffalo fan out of the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all Buffalo fans, bro. Y'all nuts, though, bro.
And y'all don't drink. I don't drink anymore because I'm high on life. But listen, if I was still drinking, man, I wouldn't even be on these fucking talk shows right now. But I'm high on life. I'm an extrovert. I'm eccentric by nature. So alcohol and me don't work. So everything is good. Everything is good.
I feel you, man.
Hey, there's only two people that cause me to drink on all of our shows, and I'm telling you, there's only two.
Are they both Buffalo Bills fans?
Big Billy, you ain't one of them.
Nah,
I know I'm not, but I'm seriously
it's Sharif and Pete.
CT got it. Well, Sharif only did it to me one time. Pete does it every damn day, okay?
I just don't get why people get so worked up when other people's opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Pete, boy, when he on your ass, boy. But
it's the fact that, dude, you're dumbing down our fan base by just being in it. Come on,
bro. And again, bro, like, yo, look, man, Pete, he has his ideas, you know, whether there's trolling, whether you think he's not trolling, whatever it is, he has his beliefs, like Cap for Life, you know, a good friend of our show.
Cap, cool.
Like Cap, bro. Cap had me dying this morning, bro. But
I saw that with
Steven,
him.
Hey man, Steven ain't really happy with me, bro. I was trying to get Steven off his own show. I'm like, nah, bro, this is Cap's show. But you know, they have their ways, bro, and you just gotta you can't let it affect you, bro. Like I've always said,
you know what though? Honestly, it's come down to where certain people are on the panel. I just don't go on because I can't deal with it,
bro. But I don't let that shit, those type of stuff get to me. I just like,
and I don't know who that new guy is. That new guy, Jay.
Dude, Jordan. He's not new.
He is so depressing about everything.
What Jordan do? You talking about that kid? The kid?
No. He's talking about his handle is Jay, but his name is Jordan. He's Canadian. Wow. He lives in Canada. Yeah.
What is it?
He is so. We're no matter what we do, we're not gonna win this and that, dude. Come on, we hear it every time. Stop. It's like Sharif with that.
Dude, I'm telling you, the funniest shit was last night with that kid. I don't remember what his name is. That shit.
Lil Broski.
Yeah, Lil Broski.
What happened?
That was
I missed it.
Shit, dog.
What happened?
Oh my! You gotta go watch Batman's show, bro. That shit right there. Pete was up there, bro. That dude was saying like the funniest shit. That Tua was set up, that they're targeting him, and I'm like, yo, este hombre está fumando bueno. And if you don't know what that means, he's smoking some good shit.
I recognize. Was
he's
it
a
Flair?
kid.
Fuella?
He's a kid, man. But he sounds like a kid. I don't know. Like for me, he sounds like a kid. But
And I don't even watch TD anymore. I can't watch. It's unwatchable for me.
I've never watched TD like that. I've heard a lot about him, and again, bro, like I said, dude, I work during the day, so I don't have time to like. I just like on Stephen D's show, I'll go on my lunch break for 20 minutes and then I'm off. Say like the only time you catch me on is when I'm on vacation and I'm home, or on my day off, I'll be on the Twitter Spaces. But otherwise, if I'm not, then I'm at work and I ain't on there. I already devoted up time to this shit. But yeah, man. So we'll go back to football a little bit before I close the show out in a little bit. So I'm gonna close the show in about 15 minutes. But yeah, bro. So I don't know. So tell me. We'll go around the room, I guess, here with Todd and Anarchist and CT. Biggest surprise free agent move, any team, any player. What was your biggest surprise so far in free agency?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone volunteer to go?
Yeah, I'll go. It's not really a big surprise. Y'all touched on it earlier, and I wanted to comment about it, but we kind of switched subjects. The Derek Carr thing with the Raiders, right, and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Somebody said it, but I agree. Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Garoppolo. But this is a business, right? And what happens sometimes is when things don't work after so many years, you just need that fresh start, even if it's a downgrade, because the fan base gets real restless. Yeah.
There you go.
So to me, that's what the Jimmy Garoppolo move was. It was just a business move to have a new glimpse of hope. Even though they may not believe it's an upgrade, it doesn't matter. It's about the fan base and their morale.
It's something new for them to hope for and then be let down in 2 years when Garoppolo doesn't take them.
Mine isn't a movement of somebody moving. Mine is all the running backs that got tagged in our year that the running backs are deep in the draft.
Well, the running backs this year's free agents class got real screwed over because one of the depth at the running back position in this draft class, and two, again, a lot of those tags. So the market is like, look, you still got guys like Kareem Hunt that's still not signed. You got Zeke that's on the market. There's a lot of
but Pollard being tagged. Jacobs surprised me because the Raiders seem in and out, like they're going to get retooled and they're looking like they're going to pick some people up. They make no sense to me. You're going to have Garoppolo, who's not the strongest arm, but you're going to get rid of your tight end to the Giants.
Both tight ends. Both their starting tight ends are gone.
Yeah. How do you do stuff like this? But yet you tag Jacobs.
Yeah, well, because they tag Jacobs and they're going to fucking bring in more tight ends and hoping that Josh Jacobs is going to be their bell cow. He can take the pressure off of Garoppolo and they can try to open up the field over top of the linebackers.
What I was going to say is that most likely what I think in that second round pick, they might be targeting a guy like Washington.
I think they might be targeting him in the first round.
No, because they drafted number 7, so I don't think.
They might
go quarterback there. They might go quarterback.
I don't know. Do they trade down?
They could, but if you're going to trade down, then you're going to go after Bijan Robinson or.
Nah, they're not going to go after Robinson when they just tagged fucking Jacobs.
But hold up. The rumor has it Dallas wants Bijan, but yet you just tagged Pollard.
But no. That if he falls to those mid-20 picks,
yeah, you have to fucking
Robinson
take it.
Will be a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah,
He will be a Dallas Cowboy. That is the only reason why they cut Zeke.
Yeah, you're talking about a top 10 guy. I don't give a fuck which team is on the fucking clock. If you're in the fucking the early mid-20s and he's still there, and you don't take him, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude. Literally, like, yeah, I agree. So
It's like
that's
a
why I
Laramie
think.
Tunsil thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that he'll get if let's say they, which I don't think that, but I think they're going to stay at the number 8th pick or 7th pick, and like I did that mock draft, they're going to draft a quarterback, in my opinion, to take over the realms for Jimmy in a year or two, and I think Will Levis is a good candidate there in that 8th pick.
Oh yeah, Levis would be nice
out of Kentucky. So
yeah.
I like that pick. It's going to fit their system. So I like that. Now, if they don't decide to that, they decide to trade back into the first round late, like, let's say, mid-teens to early 20s, then at that pick, they can bring in a guy like Bijan where they're not reaching as much, and they're going to go ahead and have a compliment back, one for Josh Jacobs, and two, somebody to replace Jacobs next offseason.
Hey, let me ask you something. Do you think Aaron Donald leaves the Rams?
No, not yet. Maybe next year. But
you think he wants to play with everybody disappearing around him on that defense?
I don't think he cares. Remember, he was going to retire at one point. I don't think he cares. I think he's playing. He's at a point in his life where he's playing because he loves to play.
Oh, and did you all catch
he doesn't mind the money. He doesn't mind the money.
You all ready for a good laugh? You all ready for
the Super Bowl?
You all ready for a good laugh?
What?
I wanted to see what Master of Work was going to say this morning about Gesicki. Remember how he's always ragged on Gesicki?
Well, now he's a Pat.
Oh, now he's a number 3 tight end in the NFL in his mind.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Listen, bro. And again, like I was talking to Gordito about this earlier. I don't like to compare tight ends because each tight end is different, and they bring a different value to a team. And the way you bring value with Gesicki is by utilizing him in the passing game. That's what he excels at. That's what he is known for. That's how you get the most out of him. Miami did not do that this year for whatever reason. They decided not to utilize him in the passing game. And I'm sorry, that's my opinion, CT. I know how you feel.
No, I agree with that opinion, but I think that what really happened is Greer got overconfident, right? Okay, we're going to remake this wide receiver room, right? Top to bottom. You bring in Hill, you have Waddle, you fucking bring in Cedric Wilson, Trent Sherfield, and Craycraft, right? Completely redo the fucking rim. The thing is by doing that, by bringing in Cedric Wilson to be that slot guy, you're essentially cutting fucking tight end snaps down anyway, because we primarily ran that 3 wide receiver set. So you're not going to take Cedric Wilson that you're paying $6 million off to fucking put Gesicki in every single play. But then, because he couldn't block, Smythe was starting over him and getting more snaps than him. So it limited his fucking ability even more. And that's how you get 52 targets in a season. You can't fucking block. And they brought in another guy for your little fucking seam running role. Because that's all they had Cedric Wilson, Trent Sherfield, and Craycraft do is fucking run crossing routes underneath.
And to be honest with you, Sherfield's a better blocker than Gesicki.
Yeah, that's the whole point, though, is that's why we were, I think when you hopped off, Big Philly brought it up, is absolutely I'd fucking re-sign Sherfield. Bro.
I think he wants too much.
He's a solid fucking 4 or 5, number 4 or 5 wide receiver. He's a blocker, and he fucking plays on special teams.
Hey, guys, I want your opinion on something football, and this is something that's bothering the shit out of me right now. Larry, you heard Larry's show tonight?
I don't really watch Larry as much as you would think.
Let me ask you something. He keeps saying we can use that money that we have to wait for post June 1st because every team goes over the salary cap. You can't touch that money right now.
No, Scotty did something in the chat and corrected that. He was saying how like it has to they check every week basically. right? Like Larry's thing, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. I may have misunderstood him, but his thing is like once March 15th passes, what you're paying somebody versus what you're reporting is different. You don't have to report it until the first week of September when it gets down to 53. But Scotty was refuting that. He was saying that's not the case. You're always on the hook every single week throughout the whole year when it comes to that cap number.
Yeah, because it takes the top 51, and that's
Right.
the difference between when you're in camp is they don't include every fucking player. They only account for the top 51 paid players. So there is no imaginary salary cap number in the offseason. That's not how that works.
Right, which makes sense because if you were, there's 90 players on the team up until that final 53.
Yeah.
And obviously all that's not being counted towards the cap. It's just the last 53.
During season, like guys who are on practice squad, it's not because they don't include them in the salary cap because they're not making enough money. No, it's because they're not making top 53 money.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
now, real quick, if I could go on mine about the biggest surprise or shock.
Yeah.
I want to go with one situation because it's the same situation, just two different players, and we touched on it a little bit earlier. I'm shocked that Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson don't have a destination already. That I thought the way that the Lamar Jackson situation was unfolding at the end of the season, I thought he would be gone fucking day one. For nobody to be fucking offering him shit or whatever, that's nuts, bro.
I really did think that he was going to end up in Miami. I really did think that Lamar was going to end up here.
Let me ask you a question, though. Do you think him not playing in the playoffs when supposedly he was healthy enough to play hurt him with other teams?
No.
Not
at all. They all understand.
They know who Lamar Jackson is, bro.
I understand, but hold up.
He took an extra one game off, or he didn't feel 100% or ready to go, or even maybe the team
bottom line, he didn't play. He didn't play because he wanted his money.
Yeah, but you don't know if the team didn't hold him out.
Actually, Stephen D was up there, and he has connections. He said that he was healthy enough to play, and he didn't want to play. The team was pissed.
Again, you got to understand, it's a business move. This is a business.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold up. We crucified Byron Jones for that shit.
Well, no. Y'all crucified Byron Jones. I said, get your money. There's a difference. Remember, I understand you. So here's the shit with fandom, right? When you're a fan, you don't care about the business aspect to the game. But there is a business aspect that you need to consider when you start talking about these players. Byron had got an opportunity to make $14 million riding the bench. I'm sorry. If I know a team is going to cut me anyways, why am I going to put my body on the line for a team that's going to cut me? I might as well sit home.
And see, that's where I call Miami soft. Because if I was an owner and you're going to pull that, I'm going to file a grievance. And I'm going to get some of this money back.
But you can't because it's in the contract.
I don't think you get it. If you don't play and you are under contract and you're healthy enough to play and you refuse to go in, they can get.
Who is to say that he was healthy enough? That's us assuming. The Dolphins said he wasn't ready to play.
And see, that's why I think Baltimore
said about Lamar earlier, bro. I
think Baltimore's pulling this game because of that.
He held himself out. He could have been like, look, if I absolutely had to, I could play, but I don't feel comfortable enough with where I'm at to play. And then you're going to fucking sit here and try to vilify the guy. I don't know about that, man. Byron Jones is completely different than Lamar Jackson, though. Because, again, this fucking happened. This shit didn't happen at the beginning or before the fucking season with Lamar. This shit happened later on in the fucking season when he said he set the deadline for contract negotiations to end and blah, 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 and he was going to focus on the rest of the year. They didn't fucking give him an offer, and he knew, all right, they're going to try to do their business thing. You know, they're going to probably either franchise tag me or they're going to get rid of me, right? Byron Jones knew we weren't going to fucking trade his ass, and we sure as fuck weren't cutting him with the guaranteed money because it wouldn't have done shit for us. Hence why we cut him post June 1st, because it helps us this year to let him go because we saved 15. Last year, we were on the hook for all of it.
Yep.
The thing is Byron knew
that it was
after
coming.
we tried to trade him and he got pissed off. Bro, he went and had the surgery because he knew he could get a guarantee. There is a certain portion of your contract once you're a veteran that if you get injured is guaranteed.
Yes, sir.
Now, it doesn't happen until you have 3 years accrued in the NFL. So you have to be 3 years in. But he knew what he was doing. And here's what pissed me off is we were told multiple times, right, that he was going to come back preseason week 2. Then he was going to be ready for week 1. Then he's going to be ready for game 4. And then Mike McDaniel said, yeah, I'm not going to say when he's going to be ready anymore. But then we hear fucking strong rumblings, and even he put out some Instagram or tweet or something, you know, putting out the fucking, you know, strong arm fucking emoji and shit like he was ready to come back. Oh, I'm strong, I'm ready. So we hear all these fucking rumors before this. Then he comes out with that tweet or Instagram or whatever, so it's fueling everybody else up. He's talking about coming back after the bye week. We're 8-3 at the bye. He still didn't play the next game. So that tells me one of two things, and I've said this before. The Dolphins medical staff is trash. Just saying. And it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Byron, he should have been healthy. He should have played last year. If you're saying that whatever we were told as far as your surgery and what it entailed is false, as in you had a complete tear, there's something you're not telling us, but the original fucking, and this came from the Dolphins, that he was having a minor cleanup surgery, in a press release that he was having a minor cleanup surgery and he would be ready to play preseason week 2, that he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. Wait, how does 4 to 6 weeks turn into fucking 8 months?
We're going to know how full of shit he was after June 1st if he signs with another team after he said he can't run or jump.
Exactly. That's my whole point is, bro, somebody's going to fucking go and give him a deal. 7, 8, maybe 10 million.
You guys missed the point on what he was saying. He was just saying, he was giving advice to the rookies coming into this draft class, saying, be careful what they tell you to put into your body.
No, yes, I agree with that part.
Yes,
I agree with that part, but he didn't have to say he can't run or jump.
The second part is the fucking concerning part, and I've said this on multiple platforms. I'm not going to continue to repeat it, but when he says specifically, get a second opinion, that tells you he's telling you the team, they are affiliated doctors. They used to be affiliated with Nova. Even though they moved from the Nova campus, I don't know if they're still fucking affiliated with Nova.
No, they're Baptist. They're Baptist now.
So now they're Baptist. Okay. So again, you got a quote unquote,
I think he tore it.
hospital
I think he
fucking
tore it.
what?
I think he had a torn Achilles.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though, is if that's the case, though, if he knew, because this is the Dolphins' statement that he was having minor cleanup surgery and he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. He had the surgery. They told us the surgery was successful and that he would be out and he would return again around the preseason week 2. Because remember, he did this shit 4 weeks before the season or training camp started. He did it literally a month before training camp started. He should have been ready preseason week 2.
Right.
And here's the thing, though. They kept telling us, yep, he's on track. Oh, wait, we decided the first answer from McDaniel was, oh, he could have played the second preseason game.
Right.
But Mike McDaniel said, we're resting him so he's going to be ready, 100% ready to go week 1. Week 1 came around. He's still not off the PUP list. Okay? Then they asked him the Monday after our first game, when's Byron Jones coming back? Oh, well, we're anticipating he can be back in the next couple weeks. So we're talking about week 3, week 4, right?
Right.
Even if we give him the benefit of the doubt and say week 4 came, he's still not off the PUP list.
That shit was crazy.
Hey, come on. So here's my thing, though. So either the fucking team doctors are so goddamn negligent and fucking ignorant that they cannot properly evaluate him, or whatever person on the Dolphins, because it was a press release on the Dolphins website that he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. Whoever that is needs to be fucking fired, because whoever told them something different and they didn't listen and put out the wrong shit, something's fucking going on there. Right. You get what I'm saying? Let's not play stupid.
When I got off the show earlier, I was still listening, and I heard when you all had that Poyer conversation.
Yeah.
I think the reason we didn't get Poyer, you heard what Ramsey said during his press conference, right? Or in the one interview. He says, he's talking about being a cornerback. He goes, no, I'm a defensive back. I think there's going to be plays where he's dropping back into safety like he played in college and at times in the NFL. And I think you're going to see Needham, Kohu up on the receivers more and him playing back at safety a little bit. And I think that's why we didn't get Poyer.
Saying like a cover 3, have Xavier Howard drop back into coverage, have Holland in coverage, and have Ramsey in coverage, and allow whoever's going to be at that strong safety to be up on the line.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that working to a certain extent, but at the same time,
Ramsey had his best work last year out of the slot up in the box against stopping the run and the receivers there.
Yeah, but I don't see Ramsey playing in the fucking box like that. They got him for his cover ability.
But you can drop him back into you can drop him back into the 2 high look with Javon Holland at times.
And you could, but are you going to slide him over to say, because again,
if you put Kohu
on the outside, and then you're going to just throw him back in the back end somewhere.
Yes, and you'll have him covering that side, Holland covering X's side, and that's how you play the 2 high safety when you do it. Because he made sure, he said, no, I'm not a cornerback, I'm a defensive back. He made sure to say that. So there's going to be plays where he's going back as a safety in this season. And I think that's why they didn't worry. I think that's why they didn't worry about Poyer.
That may be true, but at the same time, even if you're going to put somebody or bring somebody else in the box, why would you take off Brandon Jones off the field to put in Kohu on the outside and let Ramsey go to safety? I would rather have Brandon Jones
Because
at
Brandon Jones
safety.
can't cover in the too high. That's what I'm saying. When you're
Yeah, and I get that part, but you
there'll
can't
be
take.
certain looks. There'll be certain looks where I'm saying where he's running that too high, where you're going to have him back there. You might take off a linebacker and put Brandon Jones up in the box like a Baker.
Yeah, that's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying. I would take out Baker because again, Brandon Jones, he can cover better than Baker, and he's more aggressive in the run game. Is he as fast as Baker? No. But he's better at covering than a linebacker.
But
And
what I'm
Baker.
saying is when you do that, you're going to have him dropping back to safety more. And that's when you can put Needham on the field, Kohu on the field, X on the field, and Ramsey with Holland and Baker leaving and put in passing situations where it's like 3rd and long.
Yeah, where we fucking failed miserably because Josh Boyer wanted to play a prevent fucking
Hey,
defense.
there's only been one third. There's only been one third. There's only been 1/3 and long I've liked all season, and that was the 3rd and long that we traded to get Ramsey.
Yeah. My whole thing is bro, it just Amicus, you were saying it earlier, and that's a problem the Dolphins had too defensively is, dude, anytime it was 3rd and long, forget it. We gave up 3rd and 14, 17s, fucking 24s.
He knows he wants Buffalo beat us because of that.
Yeah, it was a 3rd and 25, and they got 26 fucking yards. And you're like, are you fucking shitting me?
Well, the problem is, the defense is going to play to try to stop those 2 yards, right? So a guy like Josh Allen, I don't know as much about what the Dolphins and Tua would be thinking, but I mean, I would imagine it's similar. You got Tyreek and you got Waddle, so you're thinking, yeah, if you're going to try to stop these 2 yards, somebody is going to be open down the field. And that's what Josh Allen was doing.
We're talking about 3rd and 25, the distance, 3rd and long.
Oh, I thought you said 3rd and 2. My bad.
And we can't. Every time we were in 3rd and long,
bro, we gave up a fucking 3rd and 14, a 3rd and 17, a 3rd and 22, and a 3rd and 25 against you guys this year.
Oh wow, yeah.
And our losses on the game-winning drive.
And we're just letting you dink and dunk down the field to kick a fucking field goal.
Yeah, now I will say the Bills led the league in 3rd down conversions at 50%. And Allen, I mean, if anybody's going to get 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 17, that's fucking guy can do it.
You all led the league because of our games alone.
We couldn't do it, bro. And it was the funny thing is it's always because Josh Boyer, he wanted to run that goddamn cover 0. But then he'd have our fucking cornerbacks and safeties 10 yards off the line of scrimmage and letting these fucking dudes run free underneath. And then they catch the ball and you got to chase them fucking 10 yards down the field and they get a 1st down. And you're like, what are you fucking thinking? Stop rubbing the cover 0. Josh Allen said it. Lamar Jackson said it. Fuck. Even, what's his name? When we played Detroit, Stafford. Even Stafford said,
not Stafford. That was Jeff Goff. That was Goff.
Or Goff, sorry. My bad. Yeah, it was Goff got traded for Stafford. Anyway, Stafford said, we're ready for that cover 0 shit.
He goes right back to Stafford.
We've been working on it in the offseason. We're prepared for it. And guess what? Without Flores and the fucking defensive genius of Flores, Boyer fucking got so dependent on it, and people were ready for it, and we got fucked all year long.
Yeah. Allen sliced up a defense on that cover, unless you really disguise it well. I mean, the guy's going into his 6th year, right? He can read that shit, but if you disguise it well, I mean, that gives anybody a problem.
Amicus, Are you worried about Diggs wiping everything clean on his social media accounts?
Not at all.
Buffalo?
No, every wide receiver does that, man. I mean, how many times have you heard or seen wide receivers do that? It happens all the time.
With Stephon Diggs right now, bro. It's 12:15, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank all of y'all for being on the show. I gotta work tomorrow. Yeah, so I gotta get up early.
Shit.
Yeah,
damn, they got you working Saturday duty. Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I dropped the number in the back room, Philly. I dropped the number in the back room.
I'm going to grab it now and text you when I'm done here. But, hey, I want to thank you.
I can send it over to you, Philly.
Oh, okay. You have it? Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
So I want to thank you, Todd, for coming on, CT
Hey,
Amicus.
man. I know I get Big Philly. I know I give you shit, but it's always a pleasure coming up here with you guys.
You know, I'm always fucking with you. You know that, bro. It's all fun, bro. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't really care about shit like that. Willie Beeman, man, I haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, look, speaking of which, JC's on the comment section. King DTA Lewis, man. Lewis, the big homie Lou, came by today. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my God. CB, all y'all, bro. MCJB, Canes, man. Thank all y'all for commenting, man. I appreciate it. Much love to all of you guys. Hey, man, don't forget, smash that like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Get a free chance for that beautiful number 40. Hey, and guess what? We signed him. We re-signed him for at least another year.
He's on the team.
Nick Needham, JSA certified. I got that Mark Andrews jersey next, and then I have the X jersey after that. We got that baseball show coming shortly, right, CT, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, man, make sure y'all – a lot of stuff's coming to Miamifantalk Network. So make sure y'all tune into that, man. I have much love to all of y'all, bro. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it with the family. But Big Philly need to go fucking get some sleep. So I sound like Batman. God.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to head home myself. I'm gonna stop and get a damn Philly cheesesteak from Wawa.
Well, hold on, Big Philly. Let me give you one last piece of information I just heard that should help you sleep real nice tonight. Apparently, the Titans won a second.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep, and a third day, and the Eagles and the Bills are expected to be looking at that.
All right,
I ain't worried about the Bills too much, bro. The Eagles could definitely
you're gonna
take
get
a shot
Brandon
at that.
Shell too. God damn, you fucking stealing, thieving motherfuckers. Fuck the Bills.
Hey, but you know something? Now that we re-signed Mostert and Jeff, I don't see us going after King. But you know, if you guys want, I ain't worried about it.
I would like to take a running back high in the second if there's a guy left, but if it's not an obvious pick, I'm sorry. I
think we want that Minnesota. I think we want the running back from Minnesota if he becomes available.
I don't really care about Cook too much. Man, never there.
Nah, man, I don't give a shit about Cook, bro.
Yeah. But hey, man, much love to all you guys as always. I'll probably be back on Monday. I got to be a little more consistent. It's been hectic at work, so I've been, I usually go on like once or twice a week. But much love to all y'all. Hey, I gotta be more consistent, man. I'm trying to go on Mondays and Fridays from here on out. But hey, I'll be at the Marlins home opener on the 30th. For those of y'all who are going for baseball, I don't know. We're playing the Mets.
I don't know, man. We're getting our asses beat in the preseason real bad.
We got a lot of young fucking players, bro. Come on, dog. Stop it. Stop hating on the Marlins, bro.
Hey, and we're gonna be playing the Mets without their closer.
So we'll see. I hope the Marlins win.
Hey,
I haven't been a Marlins
it's a building year, brother. We had a lot of young guys last year. We got a lot of young guys this year, but they have more experience. We got a good fucking bullpen this year. We've got some fucking young guys that are absolute beasts. Be on the lookout for it. We're bringing it to you.
When we get off here, give me a call. I'll talk to you on the way home about some baseball.
All right, big dog.
All right, man. But hey, bro, thank you guys again, man. Big Philly gonna sign off, man. Y'all have a great weekend. See you on Monday.
Later, bro.